It's time for UW Stevens Point Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. Pointers Hockey is brought to you by Century World, Skyward, U.S. Bank, Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins. Also by BSN Sports, Festival Foods, Taco Bell, TDS, Cousin Subs, Wisconsin National Guard, People's State Bank, Monk's Bar and Grill, Marshfield Clinic, Century School of Business and Economics. Also by Hughes Service in Millador, Aero Global Corp, Goal Line Golf and Hockey, Edward Jones, Puro Clean Restoration Professionals, McCain Foods, Dull Auto, Northwind Solar, Len Dudas Motors, Mullins Way, Brightline Investigations, Auto Select, Bone and Joint, Rock and Roll Cafe, Fraternal CrossFit, Aspirus Health, and Thrivent.
And good evening from KB Willett Arena in Stevens Point. Welcome to Pointers Hockey on the Pointers Sports Network. Finally, the Pointers have come back home to KB Willett Arena as they are set to take on the UW River Falls Falcons in a two-game WIAC series. I'm Tom Weaver, back in the saddle with me, Sean McMahon. Buddy, big weekend here for the Pointers. Top 4 or 5 teams separated basically by 5 points in the standings. River Falls here for 2 games. Got to get things going in your way. You're on an 8-game winning streak. Got to keep things going.
Yeah, absolutely. Left you guys at Eau Claire and just went and started scoring goals and big-time goals. And it all came together last weekend again with another sweep, taking 5 or 6 points out of Menominee. You'll take that every day. But the River Falls team, this brings a different type of a team. If you could talk about clashing matchups and how these two teams play against each other, it's going to be the will of each team who gets ahead this weekend.
That it is. The Falcons last weekend splitting with UW Superior, winning in a shootout on Friday, and then losing 2-1, so a tight grinder affair at Westman Arena. The Pointers, a 5-1 win over Stout on Friday night, a 1-0 overtime win. Andrew Poulias' goal, Alex Proctor. But the big news, Sean, in the melee after the game, the Pointers will be 4 players short here tonight as Josh German, Dawson Chirino, Sean Bunting, and Chris Engelbert all assess game disqualification penalties, so they will miss tonight's game. Pointers successfully were able to appeal further suspension, so they'll go there. Nonetheless, Klaus Yagi will get a shot. Gino Colangelo back in the lineup. Matthew Schulmeister back in the lineup here after his ugly wipeout at Northland. Just great to see him back in the lineup, so opportunity there. Yeah,
opportunity for all the youngsters. I'm sure Coach Krieger is looking forward to seeing those guys on the ice. And, as far as the suspensions go, really getting Nico back and getting Tyler German back are big. You can keep those top two lines together, and you can at least know that those guys are going to be in place for you this weekend.
Absolutely. We're looking at the possibility of having to play with 8 or 9 forwards.
Right, exactly.
On Monday morning. So they went around, so work done there. Pointers and Falcons. Falcons beat Stevens Point back in December 5-1. A right cross and a haymaker of a double hook 14 seconds apart in the final minute of the first period turned around a 1-0 lead for the Pointers to a 2-1 lead for the Falcons, and they ground things out from there into a 5-1 win there. Stevens Point, a much different team here. They've won 8 in a row and ready to go.
Well, absolutely, and they're going to need to get to their ground game. They're going to need to play a tough-nosed hockey game and get to the net. As River Falls does such a nice job of covering the house, they're going to get a lot of Ozo time. It's going to be getting past those defenders and getting the pucks on net.
That they will. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll hear from Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger when our pregame show rolls out. Stevens Point and River Falls, head coach of the Pointers, coming up next on the Pointers Sports Network.
Len Dudas Motors is your trusted Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealership in Stevens Point. Check out their large selection of new and used vehicles or come in for a test drive. Ask questions about your financing, browse their inventory, or schedule the service you need to keep your vehicle running for years to come. From the time you enter the showroom, you can expect to be treated like family each and every visit. Len Dudas Motors, 3305 Main Street, Stevens Point.
Continue with our Pointer pregame show on the Pointer Sports Network. Tonight, Pointers back at home at KB Willett Arena. River Falls in for a key WIAC series as we head down the stretch. We talk now with Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. Coach, before we get to a big weekend here, it's just nice to be home, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been a long time. It's obviously been a 5 games since we've been home, but it's been a long time since we've had students back, over a month and a half. So Yeah, it's the month of January has flown by, obviously, but we're excited to be back here, with our fans, with our support, playing on our home ice, and it's kind of the boost that we needed.
Let's talk about this 5-game road swing that had good results on, and it was kind of a mixed bag. Of a couple games you played pretty well, a couple games so-so, and able to keep the positive momentum going, and that's really what matters, isn't it?
Yeah, finding different ways to win is January. Stacking up wins and finding different ways to win. 9 games in a month, we're probably not going to have our A game for all 9 as much as we want to, and I don't think we did in that just 5-game stretch. Thought the Minnesota games we played, we were average at some points in some way, but found a way to win, and then I thought we played a pretty decent game against Eau Claire to finish it off that way, and then a great game Friday against Stout, and then a grinding it out Saturday win. So you got to win in different ways, low-scoring game, high-scoring game, from different places. They did a lot of good things. PK starting to come around. Power plays got some room to grow, and then when they start clicking, that changes things even more so.
Might have been the best game we talked about. You've seen Alex Proctor play here. He was, kind of that mix of calm, cool, collected, and riverboat gambler when he needed to get a win.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. It's something that you never want to take away somebody's biggest strength. We want him to play a little bit calmer in that, but it's also part of his DNA, and he was dialed. Last week in practice, he was great Friday night, and then he was, like I said, that was one of the best, probably the best game I've seen him play, and he's taken that and moved forward with it. He was very good in practice this week, to the point that smaller games weren't even fair on his side. He was stopping all of them. You can tell he's in a little bit of the zone, and he got there a little bit last year, and that's what we were working towards. But he doesn't need to steal many games for us typically through the course of his career in our season, but at points in times it's nice to have that and have him get one. He definitely stole this one there.
He did. All right, as you transfer through the week here, you're going to be shorthanded a couple guys here tonight. Biggest thing you can do is whatever happened, put it in the rearview mirror, right?
Yeah, we move on. We got guys that are ready to step up. And we're ready to go, and sometimes you need a little bit of chaos to channel your focus, and I think that's what it's done for this group a little bit, of just dialing it in a little bit further, which is what we need this time of year.
River Falls can be frustrating to go against here. Puck possession against them is a huge thing to focus on.
Yeah, kind of like a football game. You need as many possessions as you can get against them. You need as many chances as you can get. So we needed to play a quick transition game and try to shorten the ice a little bit, not the 200 feet to play 150 foot. So quick, get it back up when it's in the ozone. You need to extend some ozone times. I mean, they do a great job at holding the dots and holding seams, not letting get guys to the inside. So you can have possession for a minute in their zone, skating on the outside, but at some point in time, we got to be able to break their structure a little bit and get interior and create some chances. So it's a game you got to be patient with. You can't get frustrated trying to jump plays and give them easy exits that way. It's you got to play the long game. Opportunity
knocks here for Klaus and Shelley, and getting Shelley back in the lineup here tonight after that hit up at Northland. Just it's good to see him back in the lineup, isn't it? Yeah, it was a dangerous play. It took him out. He's been working his butt off, over break and since there to get back, and got back on the ice late last week into this week, and he's looked good. We know what he brings. He's speed, energy, and sacrifice all the way around, willing to do whatever's asked. So it's rewarding to see a kid like that come out the other side. Lastly, for you here tonight, come into a big weekend like this year, your best players and your leaders need to do exactly that on this weekend, don't they? Yeah, we got to step up. Our decor's got to step up. Got some forwards out. Decor's got to be good. Proxy's got to be good. And our top line needs to lead the way. And we need to probably pop a power play goal here in these games. Good luck here tonight. Thank you. Pointers head coach Tyler Krieger. Stay tuned, more coming up on the Pointers Sports Network.
All right, that's Pointers coach Tyler Krieger, and both teams out, set for our starting lineup. So let's get to things here. For the Falcons of UW River Falls, the goaltender is Brennan Boynton, a 6-foot junior out of Champlin, Minnesota. Sean, he has played all but 30 minutes and 5 seconds of the season for the Falcons. Boynton comes in 10-8-1 overall, goals against average of 2.41 and a save percentage of .914. On defense, it's Cole Teleke, 6'2", 195, and his sophomore out of Argyle, Texas. The left defenseman is Connor Bruss, 6'2", 200, and a freshman out of Forest Lake, Minnesota. Up front, the centerman is Ethan Lindahl, 5'10", 170, and a freshman out of Andover, Minnesota. The right wing is Hunter Jones, 5'10", 190, and a sophomore out of Andover, Minnesota. And the left wing is Anthony Vidrick, 5'11", 180, and a junior out of Powell, Ohio. Falcons are coached by Steve Freeman, who, Sean, word on the street is coach under the weather. So Sean Roadhouse will have the helm here tonight for the Falcons. Coach Freeman, if you're watching or listening, get well soon. Absolutely. And, back here at Willett Arena. All right, for the Pointers, UW Stevens Point, the goaltender Alex Proctor,
6'2", 185, and a junior out of Allen, Texas, 12-3-1. Sean, goals against average under 2.5 now, 2.49 for Alex Proctor in his 17th game of the year. On defense, Adam Racigal, 5'9", 170, and a sophomore out of Windsor, Ontario. Evan Junker, 6'3", 190, and a senior out of Elk River, Minnesota. Up front, big boys get the start. At center, the senior captain, Andrew Poulias, 5'8", 175, and a senior out of Whitby, Ontario. The left wing, Nico Shemilevsky, 5'9", 170, and a sophomore out of Northville, Michigan. The right wing is Fletcher Anderson, 5'11", 185, and a senior out of Thunder Bay, Ontario. Tyler Krieger in his eighth season, 151, 39, and 17. Both teams lined up. We're set to go. We'll take a break, come back, the opening faceoff. Stevens Point and River Falls. Opening faceoff coming up next on the Pointer Sports Network.
UWSP Athletics partners with BSN Sports, the largest provider of team sports equipment and apparel in the country. Pointers and BSN would like to thank all the coaches on and off the field. While BSN Sports is the best at equipping athletes, coaches are the best at equipping lives, and that's the real final score. Learn more at bsnsports.com.
Hey sports fans, if supportive teammates, a great culture, and an honest shot at advancement make for a win, then you'll be victorious when you join Skyward's award-winning team. You'll help put powerful data in the hands of school leaders who serve over 7 million students around the world. Innovation, collaboration, and fun are all a part of the Skyward culture. So what are you waiting for? Apply today at skyward.com/careers and join more than 275 Pointer alumni at Skyward.
UWSP Athletics would like to thank Century World, a valued sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Nestled in the heart of central Wisconsin, Century World is a great place to hold your next event. With breathtaking facilities coupled with a wide variety of packages and amenities to deliver an exceptional experience, and with an award-winning 18-hole golf course with rolling greens to the famous Flower Hole, Century World consistently ranks as one of the best destination golf courses in the nation. For more information, visit centuryworld.com.
While the Pointers bring the heat on the ice, McCain is bringing crispy golden fries to the dinner table. Score perfectly golden, perfectly delicious fries in the freezer aisle with McCain. When it's dinner time, you can count on McCain to deliver the fries the whole family will love just as much as their favorite team. A reminder that corporate sponsorship is a wonderful way to activate your brand among Pointer fans. For more information, contact Clark Eckhoff at 715-302-1504.
All right, ready to go here from Will Arena. Sean, good crowd. Good to see the students back in here.
We got to stop before we move forward. Heck of a job by the daughter. We don't get to listen to her anymore since she's graduated. What a wonderful job with the national anthem.
Had to make the call. We had a national anthem emergency here. So, number one daughter, Allie, belted it out. So, she's
big
all
time.
In, so. All right, so set to go here. Sean, get the A crew here. Sean Hauser, Travis Allberg. We've seen Travis?
We saw Travis once.
Have not seen Mr. Hauser yet. Nope. Down from Duluth. Jason Peters and Bryce Wold will work the lines here tonight for the WIAC, and we are set to go here. Sean, the way things up, you keep this winning streak going here, you got a prime opportunity to make this driver's seat city.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let Eau Claire and Superior beat up on each other, whatever, next weekend.
Yep.
Come out, keep winning, and make the road come through here in the tournament.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You can seriously run and hide in the regular season standings if this win streak continues.
Keep her going.
Keep her going. It's good. This is a big test this weekend.
Big weekend last weekend. Sean Peyton Hart, his 100th game Friday night. Fletcher Anderson, his 100th game on Saturday. Fletcher Anderson, 2 points away from 100 career points.
Okay.
Off the draw, it is controlled by the Falcons, and they'll dump it in, send it ahead. Ethan Lindahl after it. Lindahl in the far corner, swipes it around. Now bump loose here by the Pointers, momentarily out high. Hits the body. Nico Shemilevsky picks it up. He'll bring it out into the neutral zone. Fights his way to the red line. He'll get it deep. Opening minute of play here from KB Willett Arena and Stevens Point, and then it is Fletcher Anderson. Well, that's a tough first shift here for Fletcher.
He got tripped.
He got dumped off the opening faceoff and now tripped into the net here. So we'll see.
They'll have to reset the whole net as it really popped off.
Yep.
But absolutely.
Other games tonight, Sean. Superior at Eau Claire. Stout beat Northland last night 8-0. So the way it sits, Superior in first place with 20 points. Stevens Point in second with 19. Eau Claire in third with 18. River Falls in fourth with 15 and Stout with 11. So 1-5 basically up for grabs.
Absolutely.
For the most part. And a huge weekend in the NCHA. We'll touch on that here with St. Norbert, Adrian, Trine, Aurora all playing each other. A shot whistled wide to the far side. Anderson reaching to the far corner. Now another big hit behind the net, freed it up momentarily. Pointers throw it toward the front of the net. Pulias had it redirect and go back the other way. Stretch pass here for Dylan Smith. Smith had a hat trick against the Pointers. Back is Shemileski reaching for it, but first to get there, Joey Foss. Foss coming around, feeds it up the far wall. Falcons send it in. Eftimowski, a nice job there. Peyton Hart trying to get possession of it. And here comes Tyler German. Shot out of a cannon. Far side gets it. Big hit there. In there, Alec Hamady in the lineup. We'll set the lines here for a minute. In a minute when we get a chance here as the Pointers juggling things around a bit. Peyton Hart fires a shot. Glove save made by Brennan Boynton. He'll hang on. Pulias with Fletcher Anderson and Nico Shemileski. Peyton Hart with Tyler German. Alec Hamady steps in the left line there. Quentin Hill, Owen Dean, and Matthew Falls work on the line. It's Klaus Yagi with Gino Colangelo. Matthew Schulmeister, game number 2 for him on defense. Adam Racigel with Evan Junker. Blake Norris with Michael Eftimowski. Hunter O'Brien with Joe Manning. And Aiden Mosier dresses as the 7th defenseman. Again, it's Josh German, your leading scorer, Dawson Chirino, Sean Bunting, and Chris Engelbert with the disqualification penalties out tonight. They're eligible to be back in tomorrow night. And, Sean, we got to give a tip of the cap to Pointer Athletic Director Brad Duckworth, who did some heavy lifting with Coach Krieger to go through the appeals process. And big hit behind the net. Peyton Hart freed it up. Shot, bouncing puck there. Tyler German picks it up, feeds it to the far side. Joe Manning. Now they'll center it back out again. Falcons intercept. Alex Atwill back the other way. Atwill flips it deep onto the right wing for Reed Loon. Loon coming in, firing a shot, bouncing puck. Alex Proctor. Sean, we should talk about Alex Proctor. You're going to talk to him in our second intermission. Yep. A 1-0 overtime shutout. He was unorthodox. He was brilliant. He was technical. He was all over the board. But, man, that may have been one of the best games we've seen him play in that 1-0 overtime shutout win.
Yeah, very much. Alex Proctor will talk at length about the overtime session last Saturday night in Menominee.
Stop and breakaways, it was wraparounds and all. It was crazy. Racigel around near side. Matthew Falls. Sean, you were absent for the offensive explosion from Mr. Falls here.
I was.
Perfect night for him to pick it up and keep it going. Big hit far corner by Junker. Freed it up. Quentin Hill gets to it. Looks to feed it up on the far side. Around. Here's Adam Racigel behind the net. Racigel holds. Now long range pass snapping here, but it bounces off of Connor Brust. Now here's a turnover by the Pointers. They'll throw it in front of the net. Stick break maybe. And it comes right to Cole Teleke. Teleke in. Fires a shot. That's blocked off there by Racigel. Puts a shoulder to free it up. Eftimowski ahead. Quentin Hill will calm things now. Now to Racigel. Adam Racigel, far side, back in the lineup last weekend after the early injury. And he'll go to the far corner, feeds it. Matthew Falls with it, looks to center, zips it through far side up to Moski. Fires a shot deflected. Rebound is there. Falls and Racigel back for it to the side of the net. Falcons will get it near side. Teleke chips it ahead and sent right back in. Racigel back with it. Schulmeister out there for Stevens Point. And he'll send it in deep. Long range shot. Alex Proctor. Terrible turnover. Save made. Falcons with a shot and a pad save made by Alex Proctor. Ay. Trying to clear right up the middle, right into the midsection of a defender. Adam Racigel. Gino Colangelo out there for the Pointers. He'll feed it back around to the far side. Schulmeister. Matthew Schulmeister, the freshman out of Calgary, ahead. Gino Colangelo gets it deep. Klaus Yagi out there as well. Colangelo. Pointers are changing here, and Colangelo ties it up. They flip it over the top of Fletcher Anderson. Aiden Mosier reaching for it. Blake Norris back to get it. Norris up the far side. Chipped it out. And now they send it back in. Mosier with it, comes behind the net. 2.5 minutes into the first period, still scoreless. Willett Arena crowd kind of waiting for something to happen here. Here's Fletcher Anderson. He'll get around. Backhander in front. Bounces right through the crease. Chopped at there. Shemilevsky gets a piece of it. Nico on a good point streak here. And it's Mosier. Far side Shemilevsky. Looks to center. Whips it through just wide of Anderson. Blake Norris in on the near side. Norris coming back. Pulias wires a shot. That missed and got the glass. Mosier holds it in at the point on the far side. Mosier slides it near side to Norris. Back to Mosier. Aiden Mosier shot through traffic, blocker to side. Norris gets the rebound, looks to center toward Anderson instead. Now it's Shemilevsky back through, Mosier on the near side. Falcons joust for it, but Poulias holds it in. He'll throw it in front of the net, wide to the far corner. Shemilevsky feathers it there and is picked up immediately by Alex Davis of the Falcons. Goes behind the net, and it's Ian Carpenter around. Falcons will get it. Pointers a long possession there, Sean. Now they'll get it back and bringing it in. Here comes Peyton Hart, feeds it ahead. Here's Alec Hamady turning. Hart with a shot. That's jammed by the Falcons. Good block there by Reed Loon. He'll throw it ahead, but Joe Manning sends it right back in for the Pointers, and we'll get a whistle and a little hesitation here, but a delayed icing call. 15-20 to go in the first, still scoreless.
Yep, back and forth we go, and the Pointers get into their ground game. They have to skate and get through the neutral zone this weekend. River Falls loves to slow you down and just grind it out. They're going to get plenty of puck possession time. It's going to be what they get in front of the net this weekend that's going to tell the story.
Yep. Massive games that will impact the NPI index. Here's Alec Hamady working around for the Pointers. He'll come in, fires a backhander, blocker to side by Boynton. Somebody, Peyton Hart with a shot. That's turned aside. Oh, what a reaction save there by Boynton in the net. And Tyler German works it free, charges to the far wall on the far side, leaves it back. Hamady, Hart with it again, chopped away from him, and here come the Falcons. Back the other way, Atwill sends it ahead. Now he'll drag on the far side and leave it there for Burke Simpson. Simpson sends it in deep. Peyton Hart will get it here on the near side. Ahead, chipped out there by Hunter O'Brien of the Pointers. Ends up Simpson running to by Hamady. And the puck will go all the way back down into the River Falls end. 14:30 to go in the first. Shots on goal, 4-2 in favor of the Pointers. And we'll get a whistle and an icing call against the Falcons. Sean, we talked about the big weekend of the NCHA. Trine at Aurora, the number 4 and 6 teams in the NCAA percentage index. St. Norbert at Adrian, they are 8 and 11. So massive things there. One period in the books. They're just about 3 minutes into the second period. At actually about almost midway through the second period, scoreless between St. Norbert and Adrian. 5 minutes in, Trine and Aurora scoreless as well. We'll keep an eye on those. And Sean, the other thing is the Pointers are starting to play right into the fringe of that NPI at large situation here. Quentin Hill out high it goes. Evan Junker around. Wires one, just missed. As Evan Junker chases the rebound in the near corner. Somebody without a stick here. That's one of the Falcon defenders, and the Falcons do a good job to clear it out here. Ahead it goes. Matthew Falls near side. Took an elbow up high, got the puck in, but he's cut off there on the play by Cole Teleke. In come the Falcons, and broken up by the Pointers, cleared out. Hunter Jones will play it now for River Falls. Red line on the near side, wires one right into Blake Norris. Norris with it, he'll go rink wide, too strong there for Schulmeister. Cleared at center ice, comes to Ethan Lindahl ahead. Mini little 2-on-1 here, shot. Good save made by Proctor, tried to get into the netting, but hit the top of the glass, kicked at Colangelo ahead. Here comes Klaus Yagi. Yagi cuts in on the far side, leaves it for Blake Norris. Norris trying to set up Eftimovsky on the near side. Instead to Yagi behind the net. Centers it. Shot fired by Schulmeister. And that's fought off there by Boynton. Near side, Norris goes rink wide to Eftimovsky. Through traffic, redirected a couple of times. Schulmeister reaching for the rebound on the far side. Falcons working around him. Hunter Jones with it out. Schulmeister picks it up and fires it right back the other way. Just about 7 minutes into the first period. Still scoreless. Pretty free-flowing here. As Alex Proctor puts the brakes on it. Joe Manning behind the net. Feeds it to the corner. Eftimovsky chips it out. Just out of the reach of Fletcher Anderson. Johnny Myers with it on the far side. Myers scored the game-tying goal in that Friday night game. Shot save made by Proctor, and he'll cover it up. Myers in the third period, Sean, in that Friday night shootout win. The equalizer for the Falcons. And Alex Proctor, a couple of good, strong saves here early on.
Proc seems to be in the zone. Man, and when I was talking with him this afternoon, or before the game today, just nothing but a big smile.
Yeah.
Goofy smile with that chip
loving
tooth.
life. Yeah.
Just loving life. Loving semester break. Get the sense he's a little sad that school's starting soon.
All right, Fletcher Anderson rubbed off on the far side, and a good defensive play there by the Falcons. Aiden Mosier going to activate and join. Leaves it back to Fletcher, far side. He'll come through to Poulias, tried to go to Mosier toward the side of the net. He takes a player down, far corner. Boy, it should have been a penalty call maybe, but they'll say play on. It is now deflected up and out of play, and everybody on the far side, all right, I think so.
off the water spout. So we'll get a. The zone will come right down in front of the face-off here.
Memory serves me correct. We got to be coming close to your anniversary of your
incident. I think it's tomorrow night.
Is it really?
Yeah, I think so.
Might have to see
or next weekend. We got to figure it out.
Might have to see if we can find the tape on that.
Oh, goodness. No one wants
Flyer
to listen
Dave,
to
if
that.
you're listening. We'll see. All right, here's Raysigle. Wires it in. Boynton cuts it off behind the net. In fairness, was a deflection. Peyton Hart to the far side. And Evan Junker with it now. Off of Hamady. Didn't see it off of the escape. Falcons carry it in. Simpson with a shot. That's blocked. And wide it comes to the near corner. Evan Junker without a stick. Soccers it ahead. Up the far side. That goes right to Alec Hamady, and he'll work it. And right away, they wave off the icing call for whatever reason. Peyton Hart will be the first to get there. Leave it for Hamady in front. Turnover, right front shot. Peyton Hart missed a wide open net. Oh, he looks to the ceiling. And here's Blake Norris. Peyton Hart, Sean. Won't get a much better chance than that. Just pulled it wide to the far corner. Loose in the far side. Here's Owen Dean off the Pointer bench. He'll get there to tie it up. Trying to poke it free. Here's Matthew Falls, defender without a stick. Falls walks in. Backhander fought off by Boynton. Falls back to it again. Falls tried to zip it ahead and intercepted by Alex Atwill. Atwill to the near side. Blake Norris with it. Deflected, bounces up, batted out of midair here, and they'll say played with a high stick. Eftimovsky rubbed out after the play. We'll get a whistle. 11:07 to 11:07 to go in the first. Still scoreless.
Also this afternoon, did you hear the champagne bottles?
Yes.
Pop all around the country, all the Pointer alumni?
Like the 72 Dolphins, the Pointers will remain the only undefeated team ever in the history of Division III to win a national championship, as Hobart fell to Albertus Magnus 3-2 in overtime.
Yep.
We will look up between periods where Albertus Magnus is in the NPI index, but
it's
not near the top.
It's on page 2.
Yeah. All right, here is Gib Cody in far side. Now a shot side of the net. Proctor fed that one off and to the far corner, and it is Stevens Point. Left wing Owen Dean coming. He'll dump it in. Blocker to side by Boynton. Near side Dean again shoves a backhander behind the net. Quentin Hill and Dean coming off. Far side Falcons clear it up the wall. They'll get it in onside, and they're content to exchange it. Falcons, one of those teams, Sean, you don't want to fall behind on.
No.
That is for sure.
You need to play with the lead all weekend.
Yep. Gino Colangelo gets it in onside, giving chase. Schulmeister, far side, plays the body, gets it free to Klaus Yagi. Yagi for Colangelo in the far corner. Falcons wire it around the boards. Near side, Schulmeister wins a foot race to get to it. Yagi goes after it. He's the first to get it through a stick check. Penalty call coming up here. I believe Klaus Yagi's stick got hammered in half here on a slashing call. And Stevens Point, Sean, 10:09 to go in the first, going to go to the power play.
Very good power play as the Pointers come into tonight. They are 20 of 72, 27.8%. That's first in the WIAC. 9th overall in the country. River Falls, pretty good penalty kill as always. 50 of 59, 84.7%. That's third in the WIAC and 24th overall in the country. They just don't take a lot of penalties, and that percentage gets knocked down, the goals are bigger for them.
All right, here's Shemilevsky off the draw, back to Joe Manning. Far side Anderson, Joe Manning with Josh German not in the lineup, getting some power play number 1 time at the point. He'll get it out high. Manning firing a shot, that's blocked. Falcons with it. They may have a 2-on-1 if they hustle here, but instead they're content to get it down and send it in and ride some penalty time off. So it is Joe Manning. Manning ahead now, gets around a defender, weaves it through far side, Poulias in. Manning waiting for it, Poulias instead, now leaves it back high, Fletcher Anderson. Anderson fires a shot, Boynton with a save. Falcons get to the rebound, they'll hold it along the far boards to try to ride some time, but Poulias puts his nose in there. Now a nice kill job here by Hunter Jones to get it free. Jones up ahead to Burke Simpson, and he'll fire it in. Goes wide, Shemilevsky with it through a couple of stick checks. He'll lose a defender. Shemilevsky charging through the neutral zone. He'll cut to the middle. Shemilevsky sets it up on the far side now, circling back, comes through the middle. Hart tried to redirect it toward the net. Poulias had it for a minute, lost it. It is Junker holding it in. He'll throw it. Evan Junker with a nice job along the blue line. Pointers go behind the net now. Far side Shemilevsky out high to Anderson. Junker with a one-timer. Good shot block there by Hunter Jones that stung him, but Junker with it now. Now he turns it over right to Hunter Jones off the near wall, down the length of the ice. 33 seconds to go in the power play for the Pointers.
River Falls is going to give you the ozone. You have to make crisp passes. That was a light little saucer pass by Junker, and it made the Pointers, pay.
Klaus Yagi trying to get through on the left wing, broken up by the Falcons. So some new faces out here, Sean, without Chirino in the lineup, etc. Owen Dean, Tyler German. Here's Evan Junker going to carry the puck in deep and give chase along with Owen Dean. Junker wins the foot race, drags the puck behind the net. 5 seconds to go in the power play. Now Owen Dean with it out high. Here's Klaus Yagi, near side along the blue line. Now to Tyler German. Calling for it back. Oh, they went to Owen Dean, had him, but the pass behind him. Falcons get it, man out of the penalty box, and they have a 3-on-2 back the other way. Arseny Smeknov in, shot block there. Backhander behind. Smeknov will chase it into the far corner. Now out high to the point. Along the blue line it goes. A one-timer shoved in front. Cleared out nicely by Yagi. Falcons regain possession of it. A spinning move and a shot that's blockered aside by Alex Proctor from Max Collette. And now goes behind the net. Falcons trying to throw it out in front of the net. Tyler German will get there first. German a saucer out ahead. That's intercepted again. Right back to Tyler German. Falcons do a good job to poke it free. This is Owen Belisle with it. Belisle, a backhander, shoves it. Klaus Yagi lets it go. Junker will get it ahead. Here comes Matthew Falls. Chips it to the near side. Owen Dean to the red line. He'll just float it deep. Pointers need a change, and they'll get one. 7:15 to go in the first. Still scoreless. Here's River Falls in on the far side. Colangelo breaks that up. Blake Norris with it. Zips a pass ahead. That missed Schulmeister. No icing call here. Alex Davis back to get it. Not sure why that's not icing, but
we'll take it. Keep play rolling.
The clock going. Here's Quentin Hill back. Reverses. He'll come up the near side. Hustling his way to the red line. Picked his pocket from behind. Did Reed Loon. And Schulmeister runs into him, so they'll throw it deep to the far corner. Mosier had it and then kind of jammed himself into the end board here. Now gets it back behind the net. Puts the brakes on. Looks to come out. Aiden Mosier to the near side. Check it, it's Blake Norris, coming out now. They wire it around the wall. Far side, Eftimowski keeps things in front of him just to be safe as the Pointers are changing. Now Eftimowski, a shoulder to free it up. Fletcher Anderson cycles back near his own blue line. He'll come across with some speed. He'll get it deep, comes right back out toward the front of the net. Veered off there. Shemilevsky chases after it, trying to work it free on the near side along with Poulias. Now they put the brakes on. Falcons throw it in front of their own net here to Tyler Lee. Lead pass ahead. Joe Manning throws it back to Hunter O'Brien. O'Brien now to Poulias. He'll skate with Anderson in on the far side. Anderson coming, looks to wire one, toe drags it through a defender, but had his stick lifted before he could get a shot off. Anderson having to get it, he will. Throws it toward the net. Poulias shoves it out high. Joe Manning. It rolls through him. He's got to come outside the zone. He'll turn and flip it back up. Shemilevsky tried to chop it out of midair, but the Pointers are offsides. Falcons with possession here with 5:35 to go in the period. Long range pass here in on Alex Proctor. He is going to lift it up. Far side, Tyler German. Maybe a 2-on-1 with Peyton Hart, but couldn't handle a bouncing puck after the goaltender lifted it down. O'Brien tried to clear it out, intercepted by River Falls. A shot fired. That's deflected up into the netting, and we'll get a whistle. 5:22 to go here in the first, and we'll get the media timeout. Scoreless, 5:22 to go in the first here on the Pointers Sports Network.
Want to get your degree and stay debt-free? With the Wisconsin Army National Guard, you can get paid to be a full-time student with their 100% tuition reimbursement program. You can join the Guard, be a part-time soldier, and earn a degree. Call Sergeant Nick Kenton at 920-889-1846 or visit nationalguard.com to learn more. The Wisconsin Army National Guard, a proud sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Just like a scorching slap shot straight into the net, TDS Fiber Internet is lightning fast, straight into your home. For over 55 years, people have relied on TDS to connect to what matters most. Today, they're delivering fiber internet to tech-hungry communities to help them thrive. Enjoy reliable streaming, gaming, and more, all from a proud sponsor of your Pointers. Learn more at TDS.com.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, face off to the right side of Alex Proctor. Sean, St. Norbert 3 in the second to lead Adrian 3-0, one of them coming on the power play. And it looks like Iki Kogawa for Superior, 5:01 into the first period at Eau Claire, 1-0 Yellow Jackets. All right, Alex Proctor surveys things up off the draw. Ooh, Falcons with a nifty job here as the Pointers had something going the other way. Plucked out of midair there by Johnny Myers. Now a shot fired. Proctor with a save and no rebound. Evan Junker will clear some space in front of the net here. Shots on goal, Sean, 8-5 in favor of the Pointers.
Yeah, they have been able to get the puck deep. They're doing a great job, actually. Once they get through the red line, even Fletcher Anderson, Tom, is flipping the puck in and going after it. So that chip and chase game, really, it's paying off for the Pointers right now. They got to continue to do that, though.
All right, Sean, another. Here's a save, and Alex Proctor somehow, Sean, did the splits and kept the pad out of the right side right now.
Yes.
And here comes Hamady in with Tyler German. He'll wire a shot. That missed, and it goes up into the netting.
Oh,
a little breakdown here that the Falcons just kind of found a seam on the far side out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, and it was Alex Proctor going to the far post with the splits. Actually, and the puck actually ended up right behind him as he was trying to get back to his feet. And Alex Hamady, I believe, was able to pick up the puck and get it out of the zone. Ooh. Close call there.
All right, near side Owen Dean after it now. Matthew Falls hustling. He'll hold it in and blast it around. Adam Racigel trying to poke it in and keep it. Falcons gain possession on the near side. It's Owen Belisle up the near side, and Evan Junker with it. Turned the puck over. Good back check here by Quentin Hill to slow things down. Arseny Smeknov out high, wires a shot through traffic. Pad save made. Pointer's lifted up, but it's deflected by the Falcons, and it ricochets to the far corner. Owen Dean, good body position. Back to Evan Junker, near side Racigel. He'll send it ahead to Quentin Hill in the near side. He's bodied up well there by Ian Carpenter of the Falcons, and River Falls dumps it back in. Behind the net, Evan Junker. Klaus Yagi, Matthew Schulmeister, Gino Colangelo out there at the moment. Long pass ahead. Goes too far. Now Burke Simpson reaching for it. Schulmeister spins him around. Boynton was ready with a poke check if needed. Klaus Yagi battling in front of the net, trying to get free. Now Aftomovsky in the far side along with Yagi, gets it free. Here's Hamady saucering it out for Blake Norris, but nobody home. Falcons look to transition back the other way with Alex Atwill. Atwill knocked off sides, and we'll get a late whistle and an offsides against the Falcons. 3:38 to go in the first, still scoreless.
You have to imagine Coach Krieger has to be pleased with getting as much time out of that fourth line as he is with Yagi, Schulmeister, and Colangelo. They've come out and they've taken the puck, they've gotten it deep, played the body.
Sean, Badgers in Minnesota,
yes.
in Minneapolis,
yes.
border battle. 8 minutes to go in the first, 2-0 Bucky.
They got to run into them, buddy. They really do.
They can figure it out. Watch out. Of course, they're very much in the probably going to have to win the Big Ten tournament to get in the situation. Shemilevsky digs it out for Stevens Point. He'll find a little space through a stick check. Now veers to the left wing. Shemilevsky wires a shot. And, man,
that came out of nowhere.
It looks like the water bottle lifted. I don't know if Boynton hit the corner with his shoulder or whatever, but kept it out. But Nico, good job there. And that's what he does, just kind of fights you for possession, wins the battle, and then finds another gear as he'll come in. I'm trying to think. What does he have? 8 straight games with a point?
Yes.
Something like that?
Yep, 17 assists. He comes in to the weekend second in the WIAC in total points.
Anderson leaves it out high. Aftomovsky, far side. Blake Norris, good job to hold the zone. He's got some space, goes far side Anderson, wires his shot, and Pulias to the rebound, and still to the side of the net. Up in the air it goes. Max Collette had it for a minute. Now he'll get it off the boards and out ahead. Dragged up on the far side. Aftomovsky sends it back in deep, paddled down there by Proctor, and that allows Blake Norris back to get it. Well, I know possession was a major focus for the coaching staff all week, and so far done a pretty good job here. Aftomovsky gets it deep. Alec Hamady gets there first behind the net. Hamady, Pointers are finishing a change. Hamady up the far side, now flips it. Tyler German. German half full in the far side, comes back out high, dumps a backhand around to Peyton Hart, back to German. He'll get some speed and bring it in near side, now leaves it in the near corner. A nifty weave here by the Pointers. Evan Junker with a shot, rebound is there. Where is it? And I think it's stuck in one of the Falcon defenders, might be Connor Brust. And they'll blow it dead just as it pops out as Peyton Hart was looking around for a rebound in front of the net.
Yeah, nice little weave, good puck possession, and getting that defense moving around, and went low to high, perfect shot. Went up high, got a rebound. you got the right person in front of the net as well in Peyton Hart.
Yep. Hart now steps in to take the face-off. Hamady to his left, Tyler German to his right. O'Brien, Junker out there at the moment. Now to the side of the net, bouncing puck comes, glove down, Peyton Hart with it, fires a shot, blocked, poke free by German. Out high, glove down by Junker again. He'll stick with it and feeds it up the far side to Hart in the far corner, looks to center. Now bad angle shot, save made, and Hunter O'Brien with a shot, that's blocked. Hunter O'Brien looking for his first goal as a Pointer. Now the puck loose at center ice. Alec Davis slides it ahead to Owen Belisle. Belisle back to the near side. Hunter O'Brien ahead. Here's a 2-on-1. It is Tyler German, and they cross each other up at the blue line. I think Peyton Hart was thinking about coming off on a change and just kind of threw everything off a bit. O'Brien now gets it deep far corner. Here's Matthew Falls reaching for it. He'll come to the near side, swept it loose. Big hit there. Quentin Hill now hustling to the far corner. He'll get it and send it back. Pointers trying to hem it in here with a minute 25 to go here in the first. Around, Burke Simpson for the Falcons. Far side, works it in. Joe Manning reverses back. Simpson wins a foot race there. Stick lift and pokes it to the near corner. Reed Loon now with it. He'll send it deep. Far corner. Simpson back after it again. Simpson out to the point, far side. A big hit there. Shot through traffic. Bouncing puck hit Alex Proctor, and he'll come down and cover it up. Alert save, Sean. I don't think Alex knew where it was. Hit his pad and kind of rattled around there. And he's able to get down and cover it up with no further damage.
Yeah, he's able just to take away low, being aggressive there with the butterfly. He's been really aggressive tonight so far, getting out in front of that blue paint, cutting down angles. And then it was able just to say, oh, there's the puck, and milt it down for a face-off.
Face-off to the right side of Alex Proctor. 61 seconds to go in the period. Pointers lifted out ahead. Fletcher Anderson, a little wedge shot there. Falcons now chip it back, chipped ahead. Blake Norris ends up with it. He'll go cross ice to Eftimowski, waits a minute. Fletcher Anderson drags it back. Here's Norris full steam, gets it to Shemilevsky on the near side. Banged off the play as the Falcons clear it. And they'll pull it back. Eftimowski, near side Norris. Blake Norris again, rink wide. Here's Fletcher Anderson. Gathers it back in. Now off the near side. Hit the Falcon bench, and we'll get a whistle. 29 seconds to go here in the first frame.
So far, so good, Tom.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
Nice pace to this game. I think both teams, relatively happy here.
Yeah. River got what they wanted.
I think the biggest thing is Peyton Hart still thinking about the wide open net that he missed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Down to the left here. Best chance of the night.
Mm-hmm.
So far, Alex Proctor's made a couple of big saves. Both teams getting all their lineup into it here, too, early on, for the most part. Now lifted out, center ice. Eftimowski sends it back. Sliding effort, Shemilevsky back. Eftimowski for Norris near side. 10 seconds to go. Now coughed it up. Watch out here. Big time mistake by the Pointers. Shot fired. That missed the net. Backhanded shot smothered by Norris on a good recovery. 3 seconds to go. Half ball on the near side. Falcons will fire a shot at the buzzer, and that'll do it. Slides just wide, so kind of fell asleep at the wheel there a little bit in the last couple of seconds. But I tell you what, Sean, Blake Norris, a nice job to recover there and keep things out of harm's way.
Yeah, was able to cut down a sharp angled shot by the Falcons and kind of eat the puck towards the back of the zone. But off we go, 0-0 here at Willett Arena.
Yep, there you go. So it is first of this two-game set here, Pointers and Falcons. And, of course, tomorrow night the same as well. Next and back home next weekend and then on the road at Superior. So series to close out the regular season here. Pointers and Falcons scoreless after one. Joined now by Pointers assistant coach Joey Haydock. Coach, I know puck possession was a big part of the conversation. I thought you did a pretty good job for the most part in that first period.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to play north and get in their offensive zone or their defensive zone. We want to play offense and possess the puck. We just got to get pucks more interior in the middle of the ice.
When you're trying to maneuver through the neutral zone, what is it? Is it speed? Is it pass? Or you got to know when to do it? I guess.
Yeah, we're trying to play more 150-foot hockey. So if any sort of reload back in the neutral zone, we're trying to push the pace up and get north and get back in forecheck.
Boy, I tell you, there was a couple times you really got the cycle going in your offensive zone.
Yeah, we knew we were going to be able to possess pucks on the perimeter, but like I said before, we got to get pucks to the middle of the ice and really test this goalie a little bit more.
All right, you have any problems getting up the stairs?
I did not.
Oh, you're okay.
I'm all good. No injuries here.
No injuries for you. All right, Coach, thanks. Appreciate it. Keep it going
boys.
Second period. All right. Pointers assistant coach Joey Haydock. Coach Krieger took a little spill in practice.
Got the video evidence.
Today.
Yes.
Was it today or yesterday?
Today. This morning.
A little skate this morning, so everything's okay. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back, get you a recap, get you some scores. We got a lot to cover, that is for sure. Pointers, Falcons, scoreless after 1 here on the Pointers Sports Network.
Visit your local Festival Foods today and pick up a sweet treat from their Scratch Bakery, your favorite decadent entree from their savory meat department, or fresh produce to feed your body from their Days Fresher produce department. Shopping with Festival Foods earns you discounts on quick trip gas, so you can pump up the savings. The more you spend, the more you save. Register your card to easily manage your gas rewards points. Only at Festival Foods, a proud sponsor of UW-Stevens Point Athletics. Brightline Investigations reminds everyone that firearm safety is everyone's responsibility. Any firearm not in use should be safely unloaded and secure. Brightline Investigations is a federal firearms licensee, NRA law enforcement, and USCCA certified instructor. Find out more at brightlineinvestigations.com. For all your professional firearms training and investigative needs, choose Brightline Investigations. Hughes Service is your local family-owned Ford dealer. For your next new or used vehicle or all your service needs, Hughes Service has you covered. If you're looking to lease or finance your next Ford, Hughes Service has competitive lease specials and financing options on new Ford vehicles and an extensive collection of quality pre-owned and certified vehicles at affordable prices to suit your needs. Come see what your neighbors already know. You're always welcome at Hughes Service in Millador. Puro Clean Restoration Professionals is your #1 source for all your cleaning and restoration needs. Water, fire, and mold, Puro Clean has technicians on call 24/7 to aid in your time of need. Puro Clean's cleaning division specializes in carpets, furniture, and duct cleaning. Call Puro Clean today for all your property needs. Puro Clean, your paramedics of property damage. Call 715-321-2526.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon back. Good crowd here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Good to have
Absolutely.
Full house. And boy, 5 straight on the road doesn't happen very often, that's for sure.
Yes, especially in this day and age of budgets and trying to save money.
Yeah.
That was a tough row to go.
And sounds like what I think they're going to do next year is they're going to flip the single game and turn the second half with Stout into a home and home, so that the way with playing 3 games, and then that way the Pointers, of course, went over it back twice, and so whoever would get you still get your 2 home games, but would do, and that would save on cost of bus and all that stuff these days, and whatever, and just that's one of those trips where it's okay to do it in a day, but if you don't have to, why?
Why? Right, exactly.
We'll do that, and we'll come out. No score after 20 minutes here. Stevens Point outshoots the Falcons 13-9. Pointers 0 for 1 on the power play, credited with 2 shots on goal. Brennan Boynton made 13 first-period saves. Alex Proctor credited with 9. River Falls, Sean, wins 55.6% of the faceoffs in the first period. That's I think something Stevens Point could do a little bit better to even get things going more in there.
Oh, absolutely. They come into the weekend in the conference first in faceoff percentage. You get the puck first, you get offense first. You don't have to chase it.
There it is. 20 minutes in the books at Hobbs Ice Arena in Eau Claire. It is Iki Kagawa at 5:01 from Gavin Rasmussen and Carson Riddle. UW Superior, a 1-0 lead over Eau Claire. The Yellow Jackets outshoot Eau Claire 14-10. That was a power play goal for the Falcons. Eau Claire 0 for 1 on the power play as well in that first period there. And again, coming in, Superior, a 1-point lead over Stevens Point, and Eau Claire 1 point behind the Pointers. So keeping an eye on all those series there. All right, the NCHA, 40 minutes in the books from Arrington Ice Arena, and it is St. Norbert. Shots are even at 18 apiece, but St. Norbert tallying 3 times in the second period against the Bulldogs. Brock Baker on the power play at 8:39. TJ Kufis strikes basically 30 seconds later at 9:19, or 40 seconds later or so. TJ Kufis unassisted at 9:19, and then Kufis again from Brian Gilman and Braden Lindstrom at 15:02. It is 3-0 St. Norbert after 2 periods. Shots even at 18 apiece. St. Norbert 1 for 3 on the power play. Adrian 0 for 3 there. I guess the other thing we'll take a look at here is, I believe it's Hunter Garvey in net. Hunter Garvey 18 saves. That's been a little bit of a question mark for them lately as they coughed up back-to-back third period leads. They only did it like 5 times in the history of their program, and in the last 2 weeks they've done it twice.
Yes.
To MSOE and Concordia, Wisconsin. So we'll see. All right, the other big series is Trine at Aurora. First period in the books there. They are scoreless. Aurora out shooting Trine 10-6. Trine 0 for 2 on the power play. Aurora is 0 for 1. Other NCHA scores. Let's see. The live stats from MSOE. We'll try to reload those. That has not yet started yet. It is Lawrence, a 1-0 lead over Concordia of Wisconsin. And Sean, in the NCHA, Lake Forest beats Dubuque this afternoon 3-0. That leads them into the playoff mix. And boy, that whole mushy middle of the NCHA here. Trine 32, Aurora 30, St. Norbert with 25, Adrian with 23. But from there, you've got Concordia, Wisconsin, MSOE, and now Lake Forest all with 14 points. Marion with 13, Lawrence with 12, and Dubuque with 6. Top 8 teams there make the playoffs in the NCHA. And what do you got going on in the MIAC?
Well, as they have home and home weekends, as St. Scholastica is at the end of one period, or the second period just starting at Mars Lakeview Arena. They leave 1-0 over St. Mary's. Bethel and Gustavus in a home and home series this weekend at the end of one, scoreless as well. And then in in Minneapolis, downtown Minneapolis, Minneapolis in general, it is the Augies and the Oldies hooking up in a home and home series as well, and that is at the end of one. St. Olaf leads 2-1. Shots on goal 15-6 in favor of the Oldies.
What do we got? All 3 goals coming in the first 7:08 of the period.
Correct.
Augsburg with the latest one on the power play, so 2-1 there. Sean, Gustavus carried a 5-point lead into the weekend over St. John's, who beat Hamelin last night 4-2. So it's Gustavus first, St. John's, then Bethel, St. Mary's, and Concordia, Minnesota. But just like the NCHA, when you get to the middle, you've got 6 teams within 4 points of each other. So
right.
When you play 6-point weekends, that can flip around in a hurry. Pointer women are on the road, Sean. They desperately need a win here. They've lost 5 straight. They are at Northland. They've outshot the Lumberjills 18-5 in the first period, but trail 1-0 as it's Carson McQuaker at 11:22 for the Lumberjills. 1-0 Northland. Sean, Northland on a 25-game losing streak, 15 of those coming in this season. Pointers need the points in the WIAC here to
badly
try to keep out of that 5-6 spot and that midweek play-on game. So got to do that. We'll have the Pointer women next weekend. They're hosting Superior in a 2-game set here, both Friday and Saturday afternoon. So we'll have the double dips next weekend. Also want to remind folks that next Friday night is the Military Appreciation Night. The Military Appreciation jerseys have gone live on the Dash Auction app. So Dash Auction app, and then search UW Stevens Went, nifty red, white, and blue display. And those things will be auctioned off. Bidding is open until, basically, I think through the first period or so. So check them out. And if you would, and I believe all those jerseys sponsored by Stud Brothers Construction. So thanks to them for supporting the fellas and their military appreciation effort there. Sean, if you look at the way things go nationally here, as of last night when I went down the numbers, your automatic qualifiers would be Curry, Wilkes, Plymouth State, Gustavus, Trine, Hobart, Hamilton, Cortland, Utica, and UW Superior. If you basically take all of the first place teams getting the automatic bids, the 4 at-large bids would go to Aurora, Geneseo, Adrian, and the University of New England. The first 4 teams out would be Trinity, St. Norbert, Stevens Point, and Endicott. So Stevens Point at 12, Sean, especially with those teams all playing each other ahead of them in the NCHA.
It's a big weekend.
Premium on points and try to increase your tally here as the Falcons come into the weekend 28th in the NPI index. Stevens Point at 12. And again, UW Superior is 16th. So
you could see some movement And I honestly, if the Pointers can get to 8, they would be in a good shape. But, nothing guaranteed out east. It's always going to go crazy.
The other big news of the day, Hobart falls to Albertus Magnus, 3-2 in overtime. So they have a 40-game winning streak, something like that, going back
from
to last year as they come in there. So they're at 17-1 on the season. They retain the NPI spot here, but let's see if we can, how far down Albertus Magnus, a newer program, right?
Correct.
And let's see here. They
just joining the NEHC.
Yeah.
So that was a conference game that Hobart dropped.
Yeah. So let's see here. Oh, they're better than I thought they were. So we'll see as they come through. Or, Sean, are they in that Division 2? Oh, they're 23rd, 11-6-1. So
okay.
Not as bad as we thought. So
just
don't know a lot about some of those teams out there, especially the newer ones there. But nonetheless, so the Pointers, 2019 championship season, 29-0-2, will stay in the record books for another year. As we always like to joke about the 72 Dolphins. So Coach Dixon, Coach Badalamenti, listening.
Pop
the champagne corks.
Have a beverage on.
Have a couple.
Yep.
I know Coach Dixon working in Dubuque tonight. I think they're playing Fargo, and Coach Badalamenti with Colgate out in the ECAC. So always a busy time. This time of the year is you're really getting into the grind of things for everybody, trying to get that positioning here for conference tournaments, etc. All right, we'll take one final break, come back with second period action. Stevens Point and River Falls scoreless after 1. Second period coming up next on the Pointers Sports Network. At Dahl Auto, every pre-owned vehicle goes through a 169-point inspection. They also include a 7-month, 7,000-mile limited warranty with every qualifying pre-owned vehicle. Find out more at Dahl Honda, 3700 North Point Drive, and Dahl Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Highway 10 East, Stevens Point. Rock and Roll Cafe is proud to be a part of the Stevens Point community and would like to thank everyone for all the support over the past 9 years. With high-quality food and a fun, inviting atmosphere, Rock and Roll Cafe features all-day breakfast and a Friday fish fry with convenient ordering for takeout and delivery. Rock and Roll Cafe, a little corner where everybody's welcome and treated like a rock star. Open Monday through Sunday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 2801 Stanley Street, Stevens Point.
There's a lot of good going on all around us, and Aspirus Health is proud to be home to so much of it. We are here for you and your family, here for the community, planning for the future, and here for good. Because that's how it should be among people who care for one another. And that's what keeps driving us forward at Aspirus. Good people with good hearts, delivering great care. Care that will keep getting better as we grow and thrive together. Aspirus Health. Passion for excellence. Compassion for people.
Support for Pointer Sports is provided by Mullins Whey. Simply pure and all-natural, Mullins Whey protein isolates come in multiple delicious flavors. Learn more about the health nutrition benefits of whey protein isolates at mullinswhey.com. Your way, our way, Mullins Whey. And by Thrivent. It's never too early to refine your vision for retirement. Thrivent has financial advisors to help you create a strategy to reflect your priorities. Call Mike at 715-340-8054 to get started. Nothing beats the excitement of UW Stevens Point athletics. Advanced tickets for men's hockey and basketball are available online at tickets.uwsp.edu or by calling the University Information and Ticket Office at 715-346-4100. Game day tickets for all Pointers events go on sale at the door 1 hour prior to game time, with group pricing available with 48-hour advance purchase required. Get your seat in the dog pound today at tickets.uwsp.edu.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon. Sean, update from Ashland. Soli Doyle, 11 seconds into the second period for the Pointers. They have drawn even with Northland 1-1. Courtney Leising, Molly Polkamp on the assist.
Thank you.
So
everyone's blood pressure can go
down.
Head
coach Ann Ninneman, whatever message delivered in the middle, in the first intermission.
Delivered.
That's good work there.
Yes.
So What's your message here coming out here, Sean? I think it's
same thing.
Keep doing what you're doing, but you got to generate some chances.
Yeah,
here.
Get to the net. They have to do a better job. And the times that they did get to the net, the couple times they did, they had great scoring opportunities. So just keep things going. You want to skate the defense of River Falls all weekend long. You did a great job of that, keeping the puck down in their own end and making them come up the ice. Those big trees of the defensive core for River Falls, you can chip away at that all weekend long.
All right, they're letting things set up here a little bit with the water. Sean, will I have a second? I was a little bored during the week.
You bored?
Well, I had some basketball to do. But
okay.
Since the COVID year, Sean, Pointers are 44-4-7 here at Willett Arena. Wow. So
that's like
coming around. So that's when you look at these,
these weekends.
The rest of today and 3 more here at home. You've got to make hay in the standings. And that also means regulation wins. Get the max 3 points here.
Max 3 points. And even when I looked at the MPI over the last couple weeks, if you get a regulation win, that gives you full points and really can climb you up into the standings.
Every point you can get, that is for certain. How good would it be to get 2 WIC teams in the tournament?
That would be wonderful.
Not impossible.
With an 8-6 split.
And, Sean, with hosting rights up for grabs,
that
you
too.
Never, ever know.
You never, absolutely. The West School will host the Final Four this year. So we'll see how that all shakes out. Ton of water down in the student section. Actually, got the squeegee out now.
Sean, the other funny part we'll talk about on the women's side of things, WIC, of course, does not have an automatic bid.
Yep.
Because they only have 5 teams. River Falls in first place right now at 15-3-2, 7-0-1 in the WIC. Right now, they're the first team out of the tournament.
Isn't that crazy?
And
Gustavus, was Gustavus in or
Gustavus is the last team in.
Yep.
So, because Augsburg's in first place.
In the MIAC.
So, although, what was it? River Falls did play Augsburg, or Gustavus.
Over the week, didn't they?
Over the weekend, they played 3 times. So Gustavus wins the season series with the Falcons 2-1. So there you go. Pointers at Northland tonight. At Northland tomorrow. River Falls at Superior tomorrow afternoon. And women's playing again next Friday. 2 o'clock here at Willett Arena. Pointers host Superior. And then Northland on the men's side. Same thing on Saturday, 2 and 7 o'clock. So hope you'll join us for that. And Sean, hard to believe, next Saturday, senior night.
It's senior night next Saturday. Yeah, absolutely. And then the next weekend is the last weekend of the regular season up in Superior.
That's Superior, and last couple of seasons, that's been for all the marbles. And again, you hope to get the work done here these 2 weekends to set yourself up for the best possible scenario. All right, I think they finally have all of the water issues figured out here. And we are set to go here for the second period from Willett Arena. Face-off is controlled by the Pointers. Evan Junker wires it in, around it goes. Hits off of Boyington, comes right to the side of the net. He lifts it up into the netting. No, Junker intercepts on the near side, gets it to Poulias. Falcons back, Poulias giving chase. Near corner, a little shoulder there. Here's Shemilevsky reaching for it. Now they try to streak a long-range pass. Alex Proctor plays it up the wall on the far side, right back out as the Falcons tried to hit Hunter Jones on a stretch pass there. Shemilevsky reached for it, couldn't make contact with it. The Pointers whistled for an icing call, 19:29 to go here in the second.
We'll get the face-off all the way down in the defensive end for the Pointers. Both teams just kind of settling in. It's got to be tough to come out and then have to wait a little bit to get the period going.
Sean, Pointer women have struck again.
Oh,
Courtney Lysing shorthanded at 4:08. So Brad Duckworth easing a sigh of relief over here. Talk about a guy who wears the program on his sleeve.
Yep, right.
Shot saved made by Proctor.
He does.
It up, right? Although I'm not sure what he's going to do with himself, but no basketball this weekend.
So no basketball this weekend.
He's on full duty here this weekend. He and Diane Gilbert in the house, of course. As we said, with review and appeal process. He did some heavy lifting during the week, so take the weekend off. Face off to the right side of Proctor, hits an elbow on the way in, and that allows Eftimowski to get it here for Stevens Point. Behind the net, Falcons looking to put the jam on here. Blake Norris trying to skate out of it, now whiffs on it. Now he'll accelerate again. Hemmed up behind his own net, finally out to Hamady. He'll go off the far wall. Nothing there. Joey Foss back the other way. Bouncing puck again as Peyton Hart back to get it. Now nifty pass to Tyler German on the near side. He'll wait. Tried to go back to Blake Norris, but went right to the midsection of Dylan Smith. The first time we've called his name here tonight. Dylan Smith had a hat trick in the 5-1 win early. Peyton Hart now able to work it up free. Here's Alec Hamady into the near corner. He'll pin it up. Now gets it to Peyton Hart. Now he'll go. Owen Dean had it, and I think both of them are looking to come off here and kind of uncertain what to do here. Falcons will get it. They need a change as well, so they'll come off. Hunter O'Brien for Stevens Point. Long ranger trying to hit Quentin Hill on the far side. Blake Norris with it. Defender behind him's got to regroup. Plays the body away from Simpson. Mini 2-on-1. Oh, good stick here by, let's see here. It's Hunter O'Brien deflecting. Goes up into the roof and out of play.
Yep, nice.
18-15 to go in the second. Still scoreless.
Yeah, good job of staying home there and deflecting that shot up into the netting to get the stoppage in play. Really, the Falcons here in the first few minutes hard on the puck and trying to get the deflection in the neutral zone and create some turnovers to get into their offensive end.
Hunter O'Brien with it. Saucers it ahead. Here's Joe Manning leading the charge. Owen Dean in on the near side. Dean looks to center, leaves it. Matthew Falls a shot. Pad save made. Falls gets to the rebound, sends it deep toward the back of the net for Dean. He's tied up there. They'll try to wrestle it free to the far corner. Hunter O'Brien picks it up. Falls reaching in there. O'Brien again. Here's Owen Dean with Alex Davis again. Near side, now Joe Manning puts his nose in there to try to dig it out of the near corner. Ricochets off of Matthew Falls, stays in the near corner. Falcons will get possession. They're going to lead it ahead. Hunter O'Brien coming through, whistling it off sides as Reed Loon coming back through. Sean Trine and Aurora scoreless after one. Jacob Brockman at 2:57 on the power play for Aurora. Trine answers 33 seconds later with Sean Henry, so they're tied at one. I wonder what kind of crowd they got.
I was just thinking that. For a top 5 matchup, it would be sad if it was a
I'm trying to think,
crowd.
what do they play at the home of the Chicago Steel, right?
Is it Fox?
Fox Valley Ice Arena in Geneva. Man, we haven't been there in a long time. Of course, not playing that NCHA interlock anymore. Here's a bouncing puck. Shemileski with a shot turned aside by Boyington. Fletcher Anderson, 2 points away from 100 career points. He'll send it ahead on the far side. They poke it right back around him. Shemileski dogs it from behind, but can't come away with it. Long range shot, blockered aside here by Alex Proctor. Near side, Fletcher Anderson after it through the legs of Junker. Proctor steers it behind the net for Racigel, who chips it to Junker. Defender comes, Junker with it now. He'll zip it ahead. That is off of Shemileski. Pouliot trying to get there, and he does. Andrew Pouliot wins a foot race. Shemileski in there. Shemileski, far corner. Pouliot tries to dig it out for Fletcher Anderson. Anderson picks it up. He'll go behind the net. Accelerates, shields the puck, comes to his backhand on the near side, coming out high. He'll leave it off the near boards. Racigel after it. Falcons clear it out in a breakaway attempt here. Alex Proctor is going to come out and play it away from the Falcons. Gib Cody, who's charging in. Now Anderson with it again. He'll come up, trying to fight his way to the neutral zone. He does. Cuts to the left wing, lifts a backhander in deep. Pouliot giving chase. Boyington cuts it off. Around the boards, Eftimowski gets a piece of it and holds it in the near side. Looks to center. Here's Gino Colangelo charging out. Falcons really looking to stretch things here. Anthony Vidrick on the far side. Vidrick there. Now Blake Norris steps in front of it. Good job to do that. And then he squirts free and comes away with the puck. Norris ahead. Schulmeister tries to bang it free. And what do we have here? Hand pass against the Falcons. 16:04 to go in the second. Still scoreless.
Face-off will come down to the Pointer offensive end. Both teams feeling each other out a little bit. The Falcons have definitely made a little bit of a switch offensively, keeping a defender when they're in the defensive zone, keeping a defender up high and trying to create the turnover or go off to the races. With a long lead pass, really trying to stretch out the neutral zone on the Pointers.
Off the face-off, here's Tyler German around with it, trying to get free for a shot. He'll zip it near side, Eftimowski. Falcons send it ahead, and they got the Pointers out of sorts a little bit here. Shot fired, Proctor a save, and it goes into the roof. That just kind of developed out of nowhere,
well,
Sean.
Yeah, and the Falcons are doing a good job of reading that cross ice play that the Pointers generally do when they have it in the offensive end with the 5-on-5. They love to go low to high and then defense to defense. And the Falcons, the last couple times down, have had a defender right there to get the turnover and go up ice quickly with a couple forwards to create a couple odd man rushes.
15:50 to go in the second, still scoreless. Stevens Point and River Falls. Falcons win the draw out high, shot deflected over the top of the cage. Pointers have been doing a good job of getting in the shooting lanes, however, here. Scrum for it in the near corner. Falcons tip it. Aiden Mosier out there for the Pointers. Ahead to Peyton Hart. Comes back to the middle. Tyler German. German coming ahead. Flips it. Alec Hamady and back to German. Goes wide. Now it's Mosier. Far side. Looks to center. Mosier gets free. He'll walk behind the net. Use the defender. And then he's blasted into the glass. Got a rise out of the students there. And Pointers converging into the near side. Now they'll lift it up ahead. Coming through. Here's Dylan Smith in. Firing a shot. Missed the net. Proctor fought him off and he pushed it wide. On a mini breakaway now, right through the middle again, off the stick of Alex Atwill. Mosier with it. Hamady over the top of him, and it goes into the Falcon bench, and we get a whistle. 15:01 to go here in the second. And
man, the Falcons running that play almost every time. The Pointer defenders need to keep an eye on that flying Falcon coming through the neutral zone. It almost bit them there.
15:01 to go here in the second. 0-0. All right, nifty move here by Alex Davis, but then stepping in Quentin Hill. Good job by Q there to break that up. Now Pointers falls ahead. Hill just missed dragging it out in front. Good alert stick here by the Pointers. Just keeps it going. Now sent back. Falcons dump it in, but they're offsides. Junker. Hill, cross ice Hunter O'Brien. He'll skate it, almost whiffed on it, got it back, and set it in deep. Hill around, far side Falcons. Pointers poke it free, loose in the near corner. Matthew Falls after it. Falls chips it behind the net for Owen Dean. Dean looks to center, now far corner. Stick lift there by Burke Simpson. Coming back the other way, here's Alex Davis. Back the other way, Evan Junker plays this one. Plays it back to Hunter O'Brien. O'Brien ahead, gets to the red line, and wires that one in. Falls after it again in the near corner. Falcons chip it around and back up out again. Far side, Norris pokes it ahead. Falls was offsides in the play. Puck rolls through the neutral zone. Nice hit by O'Brien here to free it up, and they'll scrum for it, and Fletcher Anderson picks it up. Anderson now accelerating up the far side, goes to a backhander to get it deep. Boyington back there, almost shot it, and Poulias took it away from him. Now ricochets out high. Eftimowski had it. Here's Shemilevsky. And it's Blake Norris unable to hold it back in. Deflected. And it goes up and out of play. Boy, that one zipping up into the far corner. Everybody all right? I think so. Get a whistle, 13:34. Sean, this game eerily similar to last Saturday in Menominee, only far less drama.
That too. The play a little cleaner?
A little bit. All right, Sean, Jordan Randall for Eau Claire, 1:23 in the power play. Ties things up at Hobbs, but Justin Dauphiné answering for Superior. Shot fired and blocked to the side of the net. So 4 minutes in, 2-1 Superior. We've been talking about how the Pointers have been very timely in their responses all year. Same for the Yellow Jackets. Now ahead, ricochets free, and Eftimowski, a nifty job to clear the zone without any further damage. Turnover, here comes Shemilevsky. He'll flip it deep to the far corner and give chase. But he'll roll in near Boyington, and he'll put the brakes on and just cover it up and live for another day here with 13:03 to go.
Yeah, and you'll take that, get some fresh players out on the ice, try to win a face-off and get some offense going. Got to get the puck to the middle of the ice. The Falcons doing a much better job here in the second period of really taking away any offense the Pointers get, and if it is, it's from the perimeter and from the sideboard. So need to figure out a way to get in front of that net.
Sean, St. Norbert's tallied again, 4-0. They are 1 for 6 on the power play. Now near side, big collision there. Tyler German Had it for a minute, and then it comes free. Here comes Dylan Smith. Falcons get the puck deep. Far corner, Blake Norris after it. Turnover, shot block there. Comes back out high, Anthony Benares. Long range shot through traffic, hit a body, shot fired. Proctor with a save as nifty little setup there. Johnny Myers. Well, I'll go out on a limb here, Sean. Don't leave one of your leading scorers unblocked between the circles. That's a bad recipe there.
Yep, 8 goals, 8 assists for Johnny Myers, 16 points, 12th in the conference in points.
He's right behind Dylan Smith on the old stat sheet for the Falcons. 12:38 to go here in the second, still scoreless. Now another turnover, shot block in front of the net, straight up in the air, a midair shot and a goal. Oh my goodness gracious, Max Collette, Sean. A block shot went up in the air. Collette with a baseball bat swing.
And it went in.
And goes in and beats Alex Proctor 1-0 River Falls.
Oh, goodness. That's what River Falls does.
Wow.
That puck almost hit the ceiling and a baseball swing, like you said.
Out of midair before it hit the ground. Or hit the ice. So, Max Collette from Myers and Dylan Smith, I believe, if I've heard correctly. Goodness gracious. All right, far side held in by the Falcons. Here's Adam Raysigal. Hemmed up there. Falls, lifting ahead, bouncing puck, and misplayed at the blue line of the far side. Falls chasing after it with Ian Carpenter. A bouncing puck at center ice, picked up by Reed Loon. Now to Burke Simpson. Simpson looks to center, walks around a defender, pile up to the side of the net, thought about a wraparound, it'll come back through. Far side, Alex Davis corrals it out high, then poke free. Here comes Owen Dean back the other way. Dean in, long range shot, that's deflected by the Falcons, and it goes up and out of play. And we'll get a whistle. So it's Max Collette from Dylan Smith and Johnny Myers at 7:28 is the Falcon goal here. They take a 1-0 lead. And for Max Collette, his 6th of the year. That was something else.
Unreal.
File that under hockey things I cannot do. That's a long list.
Where do we start?
Klaus Yagi takes the face-off here. Near corner, Schulmeister reaching for it. And nice job here by Yagi to bang it free for a minute. Falcons to center ice and then dump it in. Behind the net, Blake Norris around. Near side, Schulmeister with it. Schulmeister just missing Gino Colangelo. And will this be an icing call? Yes. 11:31 to go here in the second. Shots on goal, 15-14 now in favor of the Falcons. They have come out. Kind of slowly tighten the grip on this one here. 11:31 to go in the second. Falcons 4-5-1 on the season away from WH Hunt Arena. Yagi wins the draw and chips it back to Eftimovsky. Tried to use the net as a shield. Now here's Schulmeister ahead. Yagi ahead. He'll feed it to Colangelo, far side. Colangelo, long-range shot, blocked aside by Boynton. Colangelo with it, out high. Eftimovsky tees it up. Save made by Boynton. Another rebound in front, redirected. Net went wide, cleared out here by the Falcons. Picking it up here, Connor Brust. Back the other way, a lead pass. Here's Eftimovsky. Thought about it, now holds it back for a minute. Now he'll bring it up, get it to Yagi. He'll just hammer it in deep. Boynton cuts it off. Colangelo after it. Falcons cycle it back to the far side. Colangelo on the forecheck along with Fletcher Anderson here. Poulias charging in there now. Now cleared ahead. Joe Manning ends up with it. Scoops it ahead. Pointer's almost too many men on the ice. Falcons cleared ahead. They'll go. Right wing broken up. Far side Poulias ahead. Here's Nico Shemilevsky. Shemilevsky and back to the middle for Anderson. Skates through his leg. And back the other way. River Falls. Hunter Jones. Flips it, far side, Ethan Lindahl. Oh, nice little drag move there. Shot fired, pad save made by Proctor. Here's Fletcher Anderson. Pointers with some speed, back the other way, Anderson. He'll come. Tried to flip it to Shemilevsky, but a good intercept there by the Falcons. They'll send it ahead up the far wall. Hunter Jones in, gets it around Joe Manning. Manning recovers, big shoulder hit there. Falcons able to poke it free, coming right through the middle, bouncing puck, couldn't handle it. Here's Shemileski cutting to the right side with some speed, now puts the brakes on, leaves to Poulias. Poulias wires a shot off the shoulder of Boyington, maybe part of the face mask, and I think he's indicating something's wrong with his mask.
His strap is loose.
His strap is loose. Now near side, here's Evan Junker, and a big hit on the far side.
Watch out.
What do we have here?
Junker's
big hit on Racigal, right?
Well,
now Junker's stick explodes.
The Pointers were waiting for the whistle to blow as Boyington's strap came off on his goal mask. So much so he's got. Oh, we're going to get the media timeout, Tom.
Media timeout, and they'll take a look at it. 9:47 to go in the second. 1-0 River Falls on the Pointers Sports Network.
Cousin Subs is now bigger and better in Stevens Point. Visit them today at 111 North Division Street with a fresh look that includes a drive-thru. Whether it's a grilled-to-order cheesesteak, Wisconsin cheese curds, or a party box of subs, Cousins has something for every occasion. Order online at cousinsubs.com or with the Cousin Subs mobile app. Cousin Subs, believe in better. See what's behind the glass with Aero Global. Operating in Canada and the United States since 1965, Aero delivers durable, custom-engineered solutions for transit, off-road, and fleet vehicles, always with a focus on quality and service. Aero honors its values to provide customers with best-in-class design expertise, product innovation, comprehensive product support, and custom-engineered solutions. Aero Global. Innovation driven by people.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon, and Sean, I don't know if I really am enjoying the body language of the Pointers right now.
No, not really.
Kind
of meh. Just waiting for something to happen. You got to make it happen, right?
Yep, exactly. Peyton Hart to take the draw. And you are falling right into the Falcons' trap here. German back to Junker. He'll come in, wires a shot, redirected Hamady. All right.
You got Hamady in the middle. Open. I think he didn't know he had as much space as he did, and just decides to deflect it. And the other thing is if River Falls wins tonight, they have the season series, and they have the tiebreaker over the Pointers. So lots at stake.
Yep. You could finish anywhere from first to fifth
and be out of home ice.
All these teams
and play the first weekend.
No, thank you. I don't enjoy the minigame much.
2 weekends of that?
1 weekend, but 2? No, thank you. All right, Falcons near side. Long way to go. Here's Tyler German tying it up. Alec Hamady steps in there, rolls away from him. Now hops right back to him, right in front. And Hart poking at it to the side of the net, but Boyington able to get down and cover.
Good save by Boyington as that puck kind of bounced in on him as well. Got it down with the glove hand. Hamady and Peyton Hart there that time.
I guess the other big news today, Sean, the JT Miller saga in Vancouver has finally ended.
Okay.
To the Rangers. That was rumored a while ago.
Finally pulled the trigger.
Yeah. Was it Calgary Philly make a trade yesterday? Wheeling dealing.
It's that time of year.
Yeah. A lot of teams still in the mix, too. All right, far side Falcons. Fletcher Anderson got a piece of it. Now Racigal sends it ahead to Shemileski. Poulias. Falcons playing the puck possession game right now, and they're winning the battle. Far side it goes. Anderson broke that up. Now Falcons regroup, send it in. Big hit on the far side. A long-range shot is... Oh, boy, is that Tomoski?
That was
hit? Or Racigal.
Racigal.
Wow.
Dumped a player right after they shot the puck.
That's Arseny Smeknov, who comes in on Proctor. He'll cover. 9:01 to go in the second. 1-0 Falcons on Max Collette's baseball whack from the right circle. Credit with an RBI, right?
Yeah.
All right, sent back in by the Falcons after it came out. Behind the net, here's Blake Norris. Now here's Quentin Hill with some space. Hill ahead to Matthew Falls into the right wing, trying to get to the net. Hill is open, shot blocked there. Good alert stick there by Connor Brust. Deflected that up into the netting and out of play. We're going to face off in the Falcon end.
Right. Number one reason why you don't want to go down a goal to River Falls and have them play with the lead is that, one, they play awesome with the lead, and they are as good as anybody at putting the defensive handcuffs on and locking this thing down. They do a great job of blocking shots, deflecting passes.
Nothing easy. And the Falcons into the roof. So, face-off will reset to the left side of Brennan Boyington. Boyington came through, a transfer out of AIC. After the Falcons lost a ton of experience in the net last year. Long-range shot through, that goes wide. And here's Poulius again on the far side, poking, or check it, Owen Dean poking for it. Matthew Falls on the back check, comes away with it. He'll flip it deep, goes through 2 defenders. He'll go behind the net, and a collision there on Simpson, but the Falcons cleanly come away with it and kick it ahead on the right wing. This is Connor Brust, looks to feed it back. Falls gets in there again. Freed it up, Blake Norris. Falcons try to take it away. Pointers cleared out. Here's Falls. Ties it up again, and it's Blake Norris in there. Here's Burke Simpson. Simpson coming through, back the other way with Reed Loon in. Shot fired, Proctor with a save, and he'll cover.
Nice job of Alex just to keep that play in front of him and not allow the pass to the weak side to swallow that up, get the face off quickly. Get another face off the Pointer defensive end. Superior's added another goal, Tom, as they lead Eau Claire now 3-1.
St. Norbert up 5-1 now over Adrian, and looks like a back and forth affair. Trine now has gone up 3-2 on Adrian. So they've scored 5 goals in the second. We'll dissect that one a little bit when we get a chance. And puck cleared out. See if we can get this line going here. Hart on the forecheck. Pointers get a piece of it. Hamady got a piece of it as well, but the Pointers are offsides. Hart will touch up, reset up the forecheck here. They'll glide through. Hamady reaching for it, couldn't come up with it. Carrying it in, Ethan Lindahl on the far side. Tyler German tried to clear it out, came out, back in. Falcons offsides. So Aiden Mosier back to get it. Mosier to the near side, out of the reach of Peyton Hart to the side of the net. Mosier got dumped to the side of the net. And Mosier still working for it. Now ricochets off, and this will come out. No icing call here. Doesn't go far enough. Wouldn't have been icing anyway. Falcons long stretch pass, redirected into the bench. We'll get a whistle. Sean, looks like Badgers still leading the Gophers 2-1.
It's good.
7:11 to go in the second from Mariucci.
Take some points out of there for sure.
All right, face off just outside the Falcon blue line on the near side. Shots on goal 20-18 in favor of the Pointers.
So nice to see the Cole Center full last weekend. Big crowds both Friday and Saturday night.
It's Michigan, right?
Yep.
All right, Shemelevsky dances in but lost the handle on it. Falcons off the far wall. Dylan Smith chips it deep. Evan Junker will get it. Now to Joe Manning. Or excuse me, it's Adam Racing. Off of Shemelevsky. That's in onside. Falcons have been getting there first and slowing things down here. Now Poulius gets to it. Out high. Shemelevsky chops at it. Still at midair. Poke free by the Pointers here. Shemelevsky again on the far side, but this is Ian Carpenter poking it around him. Long range shot in. Alex Proctor are going to cover it up and hang on. 6:40 to go in the second. 1-0 Falcons.
Yep. Lots of stop and start. The difference here in the first and the second period is the Falcons are getting to the puck first and also getting a shot on goal and then keeping that possession down in the Pointer offensive end, or the Pointer defensive end rather. Just stop and start. No flow here in the middle half of the second period.
Yeah. Pinballing around far side. Eftimowski reaching for it. Deep in his own end. Now Pointers clear it to the far side. Falcons rightfully arguing for a hold there. Now it comes through to center ice. Poked free. And back the other way, Arseny Smeknov in. Now he'll throw it back to the middle. That's intercepted. Here's Fletcher Anderson. 2-on-2 with Shemelevsky. Shemelevsky, left wing, leaves it. Fletcher with it. Poulius to the net. Anderson picked up by a defender here, and the Falcons poke it away. They're going to have a clear-cut 2-on-1. Give Cody back the other way. Centers it back. Coming into the trailer. Shot fired. Rebound goes wide. Maybe a bit of the pad of Proctor. The Pointers dodge a bullet, and here comes Poulius. Maybe a 3-on-2. Anderson near side. He'll fire a shot. Poulius in tight. Throws it back out in front. Nobody home. Shemelevsky couldn't get to it. Owen Belisle. And deflected up into the roof. Sean, another case here. The Pointers getting too cute.
Yes.
Make the pass, take the shot, get to the net.
This is not a cute weekend.
Yeah.
Greasy goals, getting to the net, all those things. That's what's going to get you 3 points tonight and tomorrow. Those drop passes just don't work River Falls always has at least 2 guys coming back. You just got to get the puck deep and go to work.
All right, Falcons win another draw and dump it in. Alex Proctor. Out to the point. Burke Simpson sliding with it. This is Tyler Lee firing a shot. That's blocked. Evan Junker going to wind up with it. Maybe one of these D will make a play here. Now still unable to get it out. Up, glove down, and coughed up by Yagi. Far corner, he recovers with Junker. Pointers really struggling to get out of their own end now. Finally they do. Hunter O'Brien. A little bit of space. O'Brien to the near side. Knocked off the play. He'll poke it deep now and keep it going. He and Alec Hamady go deep, trying to work it free to the side of the net on the near side. Or check it, it's Gino Colangelo. He's slowed down. Penalty call coming up here against the Falcons. Here's Schulmeister, long-range shot. Extra attacker on for Stevens Point. Now they'll saucer it through. Yagi gets it, bouncing puck. Colangelo, and Boynton scrapes it up. We're going to get a holding call behind the net here against the Falcons, Sean. Power play coming up for the Pointers. 4:59 to go in the second.
So the second power play of the night, maybe this is what the Pointers need to spark their offense, right?
No.
As a holding call slowed down the Pointers behind the net. And off we go here. Big 2 minutes, 4:59 remaining in the second period.
Sean going to have a point of profile with Alex Proctor coming up, and as usual, no shortage of words that will be calculated coming up here.
We had a conversation.
There you go.
Right.
Junior out of Allen, Texas. All right, Pointers on the power play here for the second time tonight. 2 shots on goal in the first try. Burke Simpson off. Actually, do they change it here?
Nope.
Yeah, now Atwill comes off. It's Burke Simpson. That will go. All right, off the face-off, Poulias to Shemilevsky. Here's Fletcher Anderson firing a shot. Boyington with a save. Rebound shot. Oh, to the side of the net. It goes over the top of the cage. Falcons will get it and lift it down. Connor Burst able to change it. Able to backhand it down. Joe Manning picks it up. Manning ahead. He's going to carry it in. Poke free again. Pointers are offsides. Shemilevsky brings it in with speed. Walks through a defender. Throwing down on the near side. On a pretty good play by the Falcons just to throw him down. Now near side. Poulias with a trip, and that's going to be a penalty. Oh, boy, that's a tough tripping call coming here against Poulias with the stick. Sean Hauser from behind with the call, and we'll go 4-on-4.
Yep, 4-on-4 for a minute 25. And then a brief power play for River Falls. That will be their first of the night.
Yeah,
but Poulias is just, you got to take care of your stick in that play. I know what he's trying to do. You can't dump down a Falcon right there.
Yeah.
And so 4-on-4 hockey, maybe this helps the Pointers out as well. A little bit more open ice out there.
All right, Quentin Hill out there with Matthew Falls, Adam Racigal, Evan Junker. They'll boot Hill out, so Matthew Falls will take the draw. Falcons win it, but it comes right to Quentin Hill. Hill's spinning around in the 4-on-4 here. He'll cut behind his net. Poulias for tripping. He'll even it up. That gets the ire of the student section here especially. Racigal for the Pointers ahead. Far side, diving effort by the Falcons. Racigal shoved down. We're going to get a penalty against the Falcons.
Yep.
Man. Kind of held him up, Sean, and then gave him an extra shot. It's the second one that will go, and it's Cole Teleke. I think the first play was okay.
The first play was okay, and then he
gave him the old mitt in the face on the way down.
And pushed him down.
Yeah. And a roughing call from Travis Alberg. So Stevens Point now a 4-on-3 power play. And I don't know if a special teams fest is in your best interest here, but certainly an opportunity. Hart, Shemilevsky, Anderson, Joe Manning out there. Well, I tell you what, this youngster, Sean, from Stillwater, Minnesota, in his 20th game for the Pointers here tonight. He's played in every game.
He's turning into a very good defenseman.
Big minutes, big positions. Shemilevsky now wins the draw. Far side, Hart. Now Shemilevsky with it. Oh, the Falcons, a good job here by Max Collette to take it away and throw it down. So 50 seconds from now, We'll go back to 4-on-4, and back and forth we'll go. Manning to Fletcher Anderson, through on the near side. Anderson puts his head down, cuts behind the net, wires it around to Shemilevsky on the far side. Shemilevsky to Manning. Fletcher out high, looks to shoot, now whistles it through. Shemilevsky, the shot hit the post on the near side. Might have got a piece of the defender's stick. Pointers try to dig it free, and they do. Shemilevsky to Manning, near side. Joe Manning coming. Now Shemilevsky again, still nothing there. Shemilevsky to Manning. Manning feeds it. Fletcher wanted a one-time, instead pulls it back. They'll reset. Anderson comes back high. 10 seconds to go in the power play for the moment. Now Anderson with a shot, just missed. Rebound, they'll come. Shemilevsky with a shot to goal. Power play goal for the Pointers. Stevens Point draws level at 1 late here in period 2.
Well, you can only do so much, and when that rebound goes right to Shemilevsky's stick, he gets the puck up. And a big-time one-timer. Boynton, no chance there, Tom.
Yeah.
The Pointers take the...
tied at 1.
Tied at 1.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, so Nico Shemilevsky with his 8th of the year. And is that a 9-game point streak now or something like that?
Yep.
To look it up. All right, power play goal for the Pointers. Now we're at 4-on-4 here. And in 30 seconds, the Pointers are going to get another short power play here. Falcons wire it around. And they get a little disoriented here. Burke Simpson now on the far side walks it in. Simpson picked up there. Eftimowski had it toward the front of the net. Proctor with it, and Tyler German will get it. 10 seconds to go here. 2:30 to go here in period 2. Pointers here with it. Here's Eftimowski. Skates it out. Has Owen Dean. Now watch out here. Reading the play pretty well here. Hunter Jones. He'll poke it free. Walks it in. Goes behind the net. Pointers on the power play. Far side Poulias a stick to keep it from going back to the middle. And Proctor. A little fake here. And now it is Eftimowski that picks it up. 8 seconds to go on the power play. Dean with it with German. He'll get it deep. Final seconds tick off. 2 minutes to go here in the period. And far corner. Both teams back at full strength. Falcons out of the penalty box. Cole Teleke. Near side Evan Junker cuts in front of him and cuts it off. Junker reverses back to the near side. He'll skate out. Now saucers it ahead. It is Tyler German with space. German comes in. Here's Fletcher Anderson. Leaves it out high. Racigal in. Wires a shot. That's blocked into the glass on the near side. Junker slides it back deep for Poulias. He'll let it go by to Fletcher Anderson behind the net. Anderson, one hand on the stick, lifted. Now gets it back, leaves it. Racigal into the far corner. Racigal puts the brakes on, looks to center. Picked up there. Poulias swats it up in the air. Falcons glove it down, but Racigal chipped it free again. Coach Krieger working hard here. Long range pass comes down the length of the ice. Proctor around far side to Fletcher Anderson. Defender in, tried to jam it through the legs, came back to him. And Anderson with it, near side, too hot for Aiden Mosier. Now here's Quentin Hill in the near side. Hill coming back. Good job to hold it at the half wall in the near side. He'll go to the net with a minute to go in the period. Behind the net it goes, Ian Carpenter. Far side, Hunter O'Brien trying to hold it in, had a defender on his back. Back to get it is Owen Dean. 50 seconds to go in the second. Hunter O'Brien ahead. Hill falls. Owen Dean go to work on the forward line here. Far side falls in. Just missed it. Glove down by O'Brien. Now off the glove. Aiden Mosier near side. Quentin Hill going to get there. He'll swat his stick at it and lost his stick, but got the puck deep. Falcons now feather it up to the neutral zone through Hunter O'Brien, so no icing call. 25 seconds to go here in the period. Watch out here. Falcons able to, off the far wall, Pointers cleared out. Now Tyler German gets it back. German pulls it back, has some space, leaves it back to Mosier. 15 seconds to go. Lead pass ahead. Here is Hunter O'Brien. He'll get it deep, and it's deflected, and we'll get a whistle. 9.1 seconds remaining in the period. Pointers and Falcons level at 1.
You feel a lot better after that 4-on-3 power play goal. It'll be Shebelewski's 8th of the year. Joe Manning gets the lone assist. Good work.
Looks like that St. Norbert Adrian game has gone final, Sean. 6-2 St. Norbert. That is an impressive win by Tim Coughlin. St. Norbert with a goal with 11 seconds to go. 1 for 7. So let's see here. 12 combined power plays. Simpson or Teleki around here on the near side. That'll do it. 40 minutes in the books. Falcons strike first. Pointers answer. Sean, you set yourself up here. Win a period, win the game.
Yep, win a period, win the game. That's what the recipe has been the last couple weeks for the Pointers. Come out, play a good third period, and you win a game. So buckle your seatbelts up here and for the third period.
That's what we'll do. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, get your recap. Sean's Pointer profile coming up with the junior goaltender Alex Proctor on the way. 1-1 after 40 minutes. Our second intermission coming up on the Pointers Sports Network.
Northwind Solar is a work-owned cooperative building solar power and battery storage systems for homes and businesses across central Wisconsin. With over 100 years of collective experience in renewable energy, Northwind Solar offers free consultations and estimates with a 10-year labor warranty. For a free estimate, visit northwindre.com. Northwind Solar, Central Wisconsin's premier solar installer. Stop into Monk's Bar and Grill in Plover throughout the week for great daily specials. You can enjoy mini Monk Burger Mondays, Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, a Friday fish fry, and more. Monk's Bar and Grill offers a UWSP student discount. Stop in and show your UWSP student ID and enjoy 15% off your food purchase. Monk's Bar and Grill, 1400 Commerce Place in Plover, or visit monksbarandgrill.com.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon. Sean, I thought the Pointers really started to find their game in the final 5 minutes of that second period.
Yeah, absolutely. They were able to use that momentum of the power play goal to their advantage and started winning 50-50 puck battles down deep, putting the pressure on River Falls' defense. That's where this game's going to be won or lost. Is if the Pointers can get the big trees of River Falls defensive unit moving around and get them tired, they'll be able to find some more seams and some more offense here in the third period.
We'll see how that goes. Falcons got on the board, 7:28 of the second. Max Collette, Dylan Smith, Johnny Myers get the assist. A shot that came in just went straight up in the air. Did not hit the roof. Nothing came down. Collette with a baseball-type swing out of midair.
And got it.
Knocked it past Alex Proctor on a nifty individual effort. Was 1-0 Falcons, and we went back and forth, had a 5-on-4, 4-on-3, 3-on-3, 4-on-4. It was kind of musical chairs for a bit before Nico Shemilevsky on the power play is 8th of the year from Joe Manning and Fletcher Anderson. So that is career point number 99 for Fletcher Anderson. That came at 16:57. Falcons end up outshooting the Pointers 10-8 in that second period, so 21-19 Pointers through 2 periods. Stevens Point 1 for 3. Shots on goal credited during the power play. Falcons yet to have a power play in this matchup. Brennan Boyington, 7 second period saves for a game total of 20. Alex Proctor makes 9 second period saves for a game total of 18. Falcons still winning 53.2% of the faceoffs here through 2 periods. All right, they are nearing the end of the second period at Hobbs Ice Arena in Eau Claire. Justin Dauphiné at 2:57. Iki Kagawa, his second of the game on the power play. And UW Superior, 13th ranked Yellow Jackets, 2 second period goals. They hold a 3-1 lead over Eau Claire with about 2 minutes to go in the second period. Shots now 23-22 in favor of Eau Claire. Yellow Jackets, Sean, 2 for 3 on the power play, while Eau Claire is 1 for 3. NCHA, Lake Forest beats Dubuque 3-0. St. Norbert beats Adrian 6-2. Aurora and Trine tied at 3 after 2. Concordia, Wisconsin leading Lawrence 2-1. In the MIAC games, looks like St. Scholastica a 3-1 lead over St. Mary's. Bethel still a 2-1 lead over Gustavus. And it is Augsburg and St. Olaf tied at 2 after 2. Pointer women in Ashland trailed in the first period, but 5 second period goals. Soli Doyle, Courtney Leising shorthanded, Molly Polkamp, Molly Millar, and Alyssa Yoakum shorthanded for the Pointers. 5-1 now. Stevens Point on the women's side leading Northland. We'll take a break. When we come back, Sean's Pointer profile with the goaltender Alex Proctor. Coming up next, 1-1 after 2 here on the Pointers Sports Network.
Contemporary fitness is all about community, and people accomplish more when they work out together. Fraternal CrossFit offers group fitness, personal training, and 24/7 access. Schedule a no-sweat session today, which offers a zero-commitment consultation to help match your goals to the right programming. Fraternal CrossFit, 19 Park Ridge Drive in Stevens Point. Find out more at fraternalstevenspoint.com.
And welcome everybody to the second intermission tonight here with the Pointers and the Falcons. And we get back to our Pointer profiles. And I decided to grab the junior goaltender from Allen, Texas, Alex Proctor. And first, Prox, before we get to talk about last weekend, because holy cow, let's talk just a little bit about your senior year. We were chatting a little bit before the interview started. And
senior year?
Junior year.
You said senior.
No, I did. Sorry, it's junior year. Talked a little bit about your junior year and how things are going. So let's just take a little snapshot on and how you feeling and how things have been here through the first 3 quarters of the year.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody kind of knows we had a little bit of a slow start to the season. We weren't where we wanted to be, but yeah, what do you expect? We got a bunch of new guys. Not saying that we didn't have the right pieces. We just weren't familiarized with each other yet. And I mean, we started off a little slow, but man, we really picked it up here in this really the second quarter and third quarter of the season.
Yeah, I've talked with a couple of the guys, and they've really pointed to that first practice after Christmas break. You guys all got away and then came back a little early, got 8 days of really good work in, and then, played St. Norbert as about as good as you can. I get the feeling you were probably in that same camp that things really started turning at that point.
Yeah, I mean, it makes it easy when we don't have to worry about school as much, and we can focus on kind of honing our craft in, especially, gearing up for that second half of the season, which is, the most crucial part of the year. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, the Pointer culture is we don't lose many games in that second half. So, I mean, that we just continue to roll with it.
Well, you get to go a long ways if you don't lose a lot of games in the second half, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, let's talk about last weekend, because going on the road to Minami to play the Blue Devils is never an easy task. And to get 5 or 6 points out of the weekend, you guys, especially on Saturday, really, really showed your grit and got that greasy overtime win.
Yeah. I mean, every game you play in that rink is hard. It's cold. It's a lot of room behind the net, which personally don't like because I like to play the puck. Right. It's a tough place to play. Not that many people, but. It really just comes down to the guys wanting it. That Friday night we came out. We're a little slow to start, but then third period we took it, we ran with it. Really put them in the ground quick, and then Saturday night was a tennis match to say the least. Yeah. Other goalie Knight had a great game. I played pretty good, I'd say, and it was a lot of fun. I like playing when the lights are on, and that's how it felt.
Absolutely. And do you think you played pretty good? Some would say that you might have played your best Pointer game of your career, just from acquiring minds. But anyways, let's just talk about overtime, because you and Knight made some unbelievable saves. How hard is it to defend and play goal in 3-on-3 overtime?
Like I just said though, Shawnee, I love playing when the moment's big. So it is nerve-wracking when overtime the puck is dropped. Right when that puck is dropped, you got to put it all to the side. Just another game. I want to win more than anybody else. So that's my mentality. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get there.
Do you remember that last save you made right before Pooley scored? I think that was probably the big $10 of the night.
Was it the breakaway?
Yes.
Yeah. No, didn't feel like he had many options. I thought he was going to pull it across the net, and that's what he did. And, thankfully the next kid came sliding into me and took the net off, gave us a regroup, and I didn't see much action after that.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. Well, let's talk about it. The Pooley gets Nico and Pooley work together beautifully, and Pooley does what he does. He does score a big time goal, and then the overtime win, the celebration after. The students getting in your ear a little bit and had to get a little jump into the glass.
Yeah, I mean, I don't do anything unless it's warranted, and the whole night that baseball team was on me, and they want to tell me how bad I am. Well, that's what you're going to get.
Absolutely. I don't know a goaltender that
doesn't feed off of a hostile crowd. They relish going into big road buildings with big crowds and with the rowdy fans, and I feel like you're the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, 20 baseball guys yelling at me, or I could have, I'm not playing good. I got about 2,000 people here at the Willett yelling at me, so no, 20 guys ain't gonna hurt my feelings.
Let's talk a little bit about your hockey here. What was one of the major things you wanted to bring into your senior year to improve on and get better?
I think consistency. Like I said, had a tough start to the year, but I think I really kind of found my groove here in this second quarter and third quarter of the season. I know the team looks at me to be a leader on and off the ice, and that's what I try to bring to the rink every day. How I want to be the best I can be for myself and for them. I'm chasing one goal, and I'm trying to help my best friends get there too.
Absolutely. Who is the harder coach to make a save on? Kriegs or Joey or Chris?
Oh, not Chris. Sorry, Chris. That's a good question. Kriegs. Here's the issue. Kriegs goes low blocker, 5-hole every time on me. Like it's clockwork. Mm-hmm. So occasionally he does beat me. I think it might be Joey just because he changes it up.
Okay.
So much on me.
I was gonna say Coach Krieger probably doesn't have a lot of offensive skill to be able to get the puck past you.
You can see him right now. The people watching, Kriegs took a heavy fall in morning skate, and he's got a limp to him.
Oh, he's a gamer.
Yeah, exactly. No, he'll be good. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Joe on that one.
All right, let's talk. What does Chris Nelson mean to the program? One of the unsung heroes, I think, that really helps you and Smitty and Megs out a couple of days a week. Not every Division III program has an opportunity to have a goalie coach like Chris Nelson.
Yeah, and that's kind of something I looked at when I was looking at schools. Was I going to have time, before or after practice, work with the goalie coach? And a lot of, like you said, a lot of Division III schools don't have that, extra help. I think even beyond the coaching standpoint of Chris is our relationship that we've kind of built together. Like we skate in the spring after the season. Me and Mags last year even went to Thanksgiving with Chris and his wife Megan and the kids. And Chris helps out a ton. Always pushing us to get better. Just wanting the best for us the whole season. So nice. Monday and Wednesdays they're tough for us all. We get up at 5:15 in the morning. We got to be here early, but he helps out a ton.
But Megs and Smitty, they are like the team within the team with you. You guys really gel together and work hard together. You noticed it last year and the year before that with Smitty and you. You guys just don't miss a beat when it comes to practice and being good teammates.
Yeah, no, we all support each other. We all want the best for each other. We're trying to make each other better every day. That what are we doing if we're not? Mm-hmm. So, we have our internal competitions through practice and. But yeah, our friendship is always there, So we all sit next to each other in the locker room. We're always there for each other.
Finally, let's talk about the game tonight. River Falls comes into Willett. Not the same team as you saw earlier in the season. You could argue maybe a little bit different. You guys are on an unbelievable roll right now. Give me a couple of good keys for the weekend to get the points that you guys want to get out of this weekend.
Yeah. Well, first of all, it starts from the first puck drop. We got 120 minutes tonight. We got to play all 120. That's gonna be the first thing. We have the speed, I'd say, over River Falls. We got to use that speed to our advantage. That's gonna be a big one. Just burning wide, getting pucks deep, keeping it simple. And then lastly, we got the Willett behind us. That's always going to help us out. It's going to be packed barn for the next 2 nights, and we know that. Maybe they don't know that, but we got to feed off of that too.
Feels nice to be home, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, so nice to be back.
All right, Prox. Well, thanks for taking a couple minutes with me. I appreciate it as always, and we'll sure be talking about you. Come here down the stretch run and Best of luck the rest of your junior year.
Yep. Thank you, Shani.
All right, that was Alex Proctor, the junior goaltender from Allen, Texas. More Pointer hockey coming up on the Pointers Sports Network.
Support for Pointers Hockey is brought to you by Edward Jones, a financial services firm helping individuals and business owners. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Also by Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins, 617 Division Street in Stevens Point, and Marshall Clinic Health System, the official sports medicine provider of UW Stevens Point Athletics. Corporate sponsorship's a great way to activate your brand among Pointer fans. For more information, contact Clark Eckhoff at 715-302-1504. Goal Line Golf and Hockey in Schofield is Wisconsin's premier source for all your golf, hockey, and skating needs. They treat every customer like the home team. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, see the experts at Goal Line and get fit for your next step on the ice or out on the links. Located at 1430 Grand Avenue in Schofield, Goal Line's been the place to score since 1984. Everyone at Goal Line says, Go Pointers! Want to stay in the game online with the Pointers? Visit the official UWSP Athletics website, athletics.uwsp.edu. The online home of the Pointers provides the ultimate fan experience across all devices. You'll find the latest Pointers news, rosters, schedules, results, links to live broadcasts, statistics, and other links to the social media pages of the Pointers, and much, much more. Your gateway to the Pointers Sports Network, athletics.uwsp.edu.
All right, back here at Wood Arena, set for our third period here. Stevens Point, River Falls tied at 1. Sean, Pointer women have exploded here. Back-to-back goals by Maddie Anderle, Molly Polkamp with another. They're almost midway through the third in Ashland. Now 8-1 Stevens Point, and Edmond, the Pointers went into Ashland, Sean, on a 5-game losing skid. You fall behind 1-0 to a team that's lost 25 in a row, you start going,
Yeah.
So, but have gotten her going here. They'll play tomorrow afternoon. And let's see, with that being the only game here tonight, the Pointers would open up a 7-point lead over Superior from the 5 spot.
Okay.
But the Yellow Jackets come here next weekend.
So it makes tomorrow night even more important.
Yeah. So we'll
tomorrow
see.
afternoon.
Especially because that game in hand tomorrow for the Yellow Jackets, or the game in hand that they have, River Falls tomorrow.
Oh, goodness.
We'll see.
And the River on the women's side needs to win.
Yep. All right, 20 minutes to go here. Alex Proctor to the right, Brendan Boyington. I don't think the Pointers have made Brendan Boyington's life very difficult.
No, they have not. They have to get
one
to
good
the
power
net.
play goal here for the Pointers.
Where he had no shot.
Yeah. So, I believe, what are we letting the water set up here?
Yeah, behind the nets, lots and lots of water again.
So, set it up here. Good crowd here tonight, Sean. Good to have the students back. Don't forget, we're back here tomorrow night. Yeah, now I think we are ready to go here. Yeah, don't forget, Pointers short-handed here tonight. They'll get some
big pieces back tomorrow.
Tomorrow night. Got to win the third period here. Off the draw, sent in. Falcons immediately are offside, so that will allow the Pointers to drag things out. Here's Ray Sigel in. He's going to come right up the middle. Ray Sigel shot. Boyington kicks that one aside. And now they'll race it through back far side. Ray Sigel with it back again. He'll spin, top of the far face-off circle. Looks to center, now surveys it up. He'll pull it back to the point. Now goes far side, intercepted by the Falcons. And they'll poke it out and back the other way they come. River Falls with it. It's Anthony Vidrick around. Evan Junker gets there first. Ray Sigel in the far corner. Through the neutral zone it goes. Shemaleski, and that deflects up and out of play here.
We'll get a face-off in the neutral zone.
All right, so We got to talk with Tim Bone here about the box from the Stout game. Far side, bouncing puck in. Proctor going to leave it down, and a little too close for comfort here. Hamady now turned it over, but Pointers avert disaster here. Now centering pass in front. This is broken up. Blake Norris feeds it ahead. Here comes Tyler German. German trying to split two defenders comes. He'll get the puck deep. Peyton Hart to it. Hart behind the net. Back to German on the near side. Out to Blake Norris. Far side up to Mofsky. Comes back through. Now they'll leave it. One-time shot. Boyington with a save. Is good puck movement by the Pointers again.
That's better. Blake Norris didn't get all the wood on that shot, but nice puck movement, moving River Falls' defense back and forth, trying to get Boynton out of position. That's a good start.
Sean, I think that box score from that Stout game Saturday.
Yes, it's messed
dumpster
up.
fire.
It's a dumpster fire. Yep.
Because Nico Shemileski assisted on the overtime winner, and it isn't currently listed there, so we'll get his point streak here in a minute. Near side, 18:29 to go here in the third. Pointers on the forward check. Here's Quentin Hill, frees it up. Matthew Falls, excuse me. Hill in front now. Falls reaching for it. Out high to the far side. Falcons lift it up. Bouncing puck, Burke Simpson on the near side. Got through O'Brien. O'Brien covers. Coming shot. Save made by Proctor, and he does not give a rebound.
Nice job of Proctor coming out. That's even a better play by Blake Simpson to kind of use his body to block out the defense of Hunter O'Brien and then spin and take a shot wide open on Alex Proctor. But again, the junior goaltender, aggressive out over the blue paint, cuts down the angle and swallows that puck right up in his stomach.
Sean, if they fix the box score from Stout and give Shemileski an assist in the game winner, that's with the goal here tonight, that's 7 straight games with a point. He had like 6 two-point games in a row going on, too. All right, cleared out to the point by the Falcons. They look to put the pressure on, cycling with it. Out high near side, this is Ian Carpenter. Throws it, strings it wide. Around to the far corner, Hill keeps it in front of him. For Stevens Point, Arseny Smeknov now with it. Shot fired in front, reaching for it. Alex Proctor poking for it. Quentin Hill gets it back, body position here. He slides down to the plate, pushes it to the near wall. Up but not out is the Pointers. Pointers cannot clear the zone here. Proctor shoves it ahead. Here's Hunter O'Brien. Might have some space and catch the Falcons in a change if they hurry. O'Brien will flip it deep, but the Pointers are going to change off here. O'Brien banging in there. Evan Junker on the far side separates the puck. Here's Nico Shemileski. Shemileski, laser beam pass to Poulias. He'll tee one up. Boynton a save. Rebound off the skate of Poulias. Fletcher Anderson breaks it up. Here's Poulias out high. Has some space. Feeds it down low to Shemileski. Knocked down. Fletcher Anderson with a shot blocker save made by Boynton. Near side, Racigel holds it. Racigel to the near corner. Anderson walks in, tries to jam it through. Racigel will pick it up. Anderson down in the crease. Now gets back to his feet. He'll go to the far corner. Cole Teleki first to get there. Poulias near side, jams on it. Near side, Junker again. Now back behind the play, trying to slide free there with Anthony Vidrick, but Junker took it away from him. Junker now behind the net, now leaves it near side to Racigel. Racigel up near side, too many men on the ice against the Pointers, and Travis Hallberg shakes his head. Here comes a shot fired, save made by Proctor, and he'll cover.
That was too many men on the ice, Tom. Big time, as the Pointers were changing, and luckily no penalty. River Falls looking for an explanation. We'll get it. We'll get a defensive zone face-off. Meanwhile, River Falls goes to the net and gets another good scoring opportunity.
All right. Face-off to the left side of Alex Proctor. Trine and Aurora looks like they're still locked at 3. Superior leading Eau Claire 3-1. Shot wide to the far corner. Proctor sweeps it back. Norris ahead. German leaves it back. Here comes Peyton Hart. Hart stumbled as he went through center ice. Got it to Alec Hamady, who gets it deep in the near corner. Hamady turns out high. Norris fires a shot. Hit Hart in front of the net. Falcons can't clear it as Hamady jams it up on the far side. Now Tyler German lifts it in. Pointers touch up here, and the Falcons will get it. Coming up on 16 minutes to go in the third. We're tied at 1. Near side, Norris with the body, frees it up. Falcons changing. Eftimovsky back in his own end. Tyler German, Peyton Hart, Alec Hamady out there. Now it's Gino Colangelo. Colangelo gets it deep. Boynton puts it down. Lead pass ahead. Schulmeister lurking in there. Almost kicked free by Colangelo. Burke Simpson, man, he's been through the wars in this rivalry throughout the years. Around far side, Schulmeister jams for it right in front of the Zamboni door. And coming away with it is Reed Loon. Loon out high trying to get to a shooting position. He will through traffic. Shot clock there by
Schulmeister.
Up into the netting and out of play.
Nice job of Schulmeister being able to get in front of that shot, down to one knee, blocking it up into the netting. Nice defensive positioning for the Pointers there. Their freshman forward, and the Pointers still getting some play out of that fourth line. That'll pay off down the stretch here.
Season high 9 goals for the Pointer women now. Their previous high, Sean, was 5. Falcons slide it along. A long ranger hit a body. No rebound. Far corner. Owen Dean. Shot block there by Quentin Hill. Dean jousting for it. Had his stick held. And now it flips up and out of play.
Yep. So I think that was River Falls flipping it up out of play. So the Pointers will get that puck out of their defensive end here.
Sean, the Pointer women now have scored more goals tonight than they have all of 2025 so far coming in on this 5-game skid. So, wow. I take that back. My stats are old, so it's from the last game that I did. Not
okay.
Had a couple more games in there, but they got bounced around by Eau Claire a couple of times. I know that. Hunter O'Brien in after it on the near side. Now they step in, and here come the Falcons. Owen Belisle in on the near side. Belisle tried to shove it back to the middle. Blake Norris, a great job or Aiden Mosier, a great job to feed that one. And then Matthew Falls lowers the boom to separate the puck. Here's Quentin Hill, arcs it ahead. Red line on the far side for Matthew Falls. Off a glove of the Falcons. Falls reaching for it, and a hand pass. 14:35 to go here in the third.
Now it's time for the Pointers to stretch out the neutral zone. They've done a nice job here in the early stages of the third period. Long lead passes, cross ice, and right on the tape of the other forwards.
6 combined goals between Trine and Aurora in that third period.
In the second?
And the second,
yep.
Excuse me. Tied at 3. Goodness. Junker with a shot. That stung Hunter Jones. Fletcher Anderson far side. Junker again. He'll tee it up with a shot. Another shot block. Now it's Raysigal. Raysigal trying to feed it out high. Raysigal chips it through. Junker with a backhander to stop it. Now feeds it up the near wall. Fletcher Anderson with a shot blocker save made. And Poulias to the rebound on the near side. 14:10 to go here in the third. Tied at 1. Pointers trying to dig it out from the near wall. Now River Falls skating away with it. Here's Hunter Jones, back delay intercepted. Raysigal forces the play. Dumps it for Shemolevsky. He'll walk in, feeds it far side. Firing a shot, bouncing. Puck fought off by Boynton. Here's Poulias with it. He'll go to the far corner. Poulias behind the net to Anderson. Anderson, near corner, looking for his 100th point of his career. Here's Raysigal, far side Junker, back to Anderson. He'll wire one. That just goes wide and just missed the far post. Pointers hold it in. Now it's poked out. Anderson back to center ice. Falls down, feeds it far side. Picking it up here is Dylan Smith. Smith coming in, rifling a shot. Good shot block there by the Pointers. Cleared up but not out on the far side. Now the Pointers finally clear it out. Anderson, Poulias, Shemolevsky will come off on a change. Alec Hamady, Tyler German streaking out. Reaching for it. Now it's center ice, chipped in deep by the Falcons. Blake Norris the first to get there for Stevens Point. Around the boards, German holds it up there. Gets possession, rink wide. Here's Alec Hamady with speed, Hart to the front of the net. Hamady with a shot, good shot blocked by the Falcons, and they clear it out. They'll back the other way. Johnny Myers. Myers to the left wing to Max Collette. They're off sides, and that'll allow the Pointers to retain possession of the puck with 12:50 to go here in the third. Norris head fake, now cuts to the left, feeds the puck back to the far side, and this is going to be an icing call. Great move, but pass was
good thought.
Out of the reach.
Yeah, good thought. So the icing call comes back. Pointers had a free out on that offsides call for River Falls. They could have pushed it. I was interested to see that River Falls really kind of backed off after they tagged up and went back to the defensive positioning and let the Pointers come right at them.
That they do. Face off to the right side. Peyton Hart seems to be gripping his stick a little hard here, Sean. Now around far side, Tyler German. He's had a good night here tonight. Now Falcons can't hold it in. They'll go back to the far side. Loose puck, blue line on the far side. Hamady pokes it in. Alec Hamady kicks it ahead, is behind a defender. Here's Hamady coming to a trailer. Hart with a bomb. That's blocked, just goes wide. Rebound to the near side, Falcons. Maybe a 3-on-2, but German slows it down momentarily. Now coming out with it, Connor Brust. Another good chance for the Pointers. Far side around. Burke Simpson with a long-range shot. Ooh. Proctor with a in-traffic save, and he'll hang on.
Yeah, nice job of reading the play. Way out above his crease, Tom. If that puck gets a rebound, it's out in front with the Falcons all over it. But a good glove save through traffic nips things down.
Face off to the right side of Alex Proctor. 26-21 the shots in favor of the Pointers. 12:08 to go here in the third. Joe Manning ahead for Blake Norris. Owen Dean out of his reach. Now poke free. Here's Matthew Falls. Falls gets it through, works it in. Beautiful stick work here to just keep the puck going to get it deep. Now veers off in the near corner, looks to center around Joe Manning. Fires a shot, glove save made by Boyington. He'll hang on.
Yep, he'll hang on to that all day long. Saw that shot the whole way. No traffic in front that time for the Pointers. Manning just trying to create something in front.
11:51 to go in the third. Max Collette, Nico Shemilevsky for the Pointers in the second. Pointers on the power play. Far side, Quentin Hill banging in with the body to slow it down. Falls chips it back deep again. Falls and Quentin Hill becoming an effective duo for the Pointers here. Out there today with Owen Dean. Now Falls reaching for it. Dean now goes to the half wall on the near side to cut it off. Ooh, centered it back to the middle, but just out of the reach there. Alex Davis picks it up for River. Back the other way. Falcons spin it with a backhander in. Aiden Mosier around. Defender on his back. He's rubbed out into the near corner. Tries to shove it up the wall. Bouncing puck and cleared out on the near side. Shemilevsky will join the play. What do we have?
A hand pass.
Hand pass, right? Yep.
11:15
to go in the third. And we'll get a whistle. Sean, the Pointer women have hit double digits. 10-1.
Come on.
Let's see. I think that has gone final. So, Molly Polkamp with a hat trick. Maddie Anderle, a pair of goals. As Stevens Point on the women's side snaps a 5-game losing streak. So they will improve to 9-11-1, 3-4-1, 10 points. So again, 7 points clear of Superior. And you start doing the math at how many points are left. Now double deflection coming in. Proctor a scrambling save, and here's Fletcher Anderson. 1-on-3, he'll get it deep. Anderson slowed down, but still got it deep. Around with it, Joey Foss, excuse me. Foss around near side. Shemilevsky carves it wide. Fletcher Anderson, they're going to say, is offside, so they will reset. Falcons bring it back in. 10:45 to go in the third. Tied at 1. Always tight between these two teams. Around far side, Falcons kick it back to the middle. Hunter O'Brien back to get it. O'Brien squirts it. Evan Junker ahead. Red line. Fletcher Anderson redirects it in. Behind the net, Boyington cuts it off. Poulius lurking for it. Falcons get possession of it through the neutral zone with Johnny Myers. He'll chip it deep near corner. Reaching for it on the near side. Dylan Smith went wide of him. Smith looks to backhand it around again. Knocked off the play by Blake Norris. Puck goes behind the net. And it's Johnny Myers in the far corner. Centering pass. Smith coming in. Now Proctor in. Knocked the goal in. It's a goal. Yep. Came around, Sean. It is Dylan Smith just throwing it out, and Alex Proctor knocked the puck in his own net.
Yep, he was trying to.
Falcons 10:08 to go, have a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, he was trying to glove the puck down, and then just too many moves there, Tom, and the puck goes into the net. And all of a sudden, with 10:08, the Falcons have the lead. Sometimes less is more.
Yeah.
You know?
We could see it from here. Sean clearly went into the net. He pulled it back out. Sean Hauser in a perfect position to point to the net. All right. Now Alex Proctor up ahead, turns it over. Falcons walk-in shot, save made by Proctor. They try to get another midair shot toward the net. Falcons now throw it in front. Shot fired in the goal. This is Reed Loon. Back-to-back goals by the Falcons. And they have the Pointers on the ropes here.
The Pointers, another defensive breakdown. Turnover right in front of Alex Proctor. You just can't do that against this team. Loon makes no doubt about it. 3-1. River Falls.
Absolutely.
You just can't turn the puck over against these guys, especially deep in your own end. Again, less is more. Because that starts with Proctor trying to get the puck up the ice.
Now another shot. Proctor, another save. Falcons again in front. Oh, miss a wide open net. Somebody got a piece of it in front of the net. It should be 4-1. Pointers with it now. Here's Joe Manning out ahead to Owen Dean. Dean on the far side. Tried to loosen it up here. Proctor around. Got run into behind the net. Gets his stick knocked around, but able to gather it back in. Blocker to side by Proctor to the corner. Aiden Mosier will pick it up. Mosier around. Here's Aiden Mosier. Skating his way through. Mosier in on the near side. Ducks down. Tries to get the puck deep, but can't. Falcons are winning all the battles right now, Sean. In. Proctor cuts it off. Lets it go. Now Junker picks it up. Squirts it to the far corner. Had his pocket picked. And the Falcons gain control of it. And they'll bring it out high. Feeding it there. Hunter Jones with it. Feeds it to the far side. Shot fired. Fought off by Alex Proctor. And now it is Ethan Lindahl on the far side, out high again. Shot fired, redirected, went just wide, just missing there. Anthony Vidrick, the Falcons are really feeling it here, Sean, and they have opened up a 2-goal lead with 8:40 to go. Pointers with an 8-game winning streak and a 7-0-1 record here at Willett Arena in the balance. Johnny Myers in far side now. He'll whistle a shot, save made by Proctor. Meyer to his own rebound. Myers coming around now. Squirts it back here on the near side. Goes down on a knee, still with it. Picked up, tried to poke it out high. Joey Foss with the shot, save made by Alex Proctor. 8:15 to go in the third. We'll get the media timeout. 3-1 River Falls. 8:15 to go here on the Pointers Sports Network.
UWSP Athletics would like to thank Century World, a valued sponsor of Pointers Athletics. Nestled in the heart of central Wisconsin, Century World is a great place to hold your next event. With breathtaking facilities coupled with a wide variety of packages and amenities to deliver an exceptional experience, and with an award-winning 18-hole golf course with rolling greens to the famous Flower Hole, Century World consistently ranks as one of the best destination golf courses in the nation. For more information, visit centuryworld.com.
While the Pointers bring the heat on the ice, McCain is bringing crispy golden fries to the dinner table. Score perfectly golden, perfectly delicious fries in the freezer aisle with McCain. When it's dinner time, you can count on McCain to deliver the fries the whole family will love just as much as their favorite team. A reminder that corporate sponsorship is a wonderful way to activate your brand among Pointer fans. For more information, contact Clark Eckhoff at 715-302-1504.
All right, face off to the left side of Alex Proctor into the near corner. Blake Norris battling for it, trying to slide it up to Alec Hamady. Peyton Hart in there as well. All right, here come the Pointers. Eftimofsky ahead. Kind of whiffed on it, but able to clear it. Falcons just lining up across the red line here. Now Eftimofsky with it. Michael Eftimofsky for the Pointers to the red line. Gets it deep right to the hands of Joey Foss. 7:45 to go. Now far side, here's a turnover. Peyton Hart back to the middle, but the Falcons recover defensively and feed it ahead. Johnny Myers fires it deep. Played right into the hand of the Falcons here tonight. Now turnover, Hamady never saw it. Anderson picks it up far side. Banging in there is Evan Junker. Now Hamady again. Falcons with it. Here's Fletcher Anderson still looking for it. Junker now. Junker to the far corner. Hamady in there to help out. 7:15 to go in the third. Pointers trail by a pair here. Falcons dig it out. Centering pass coming through. Shot, save made. Hit a body in front. Rebound goes wide. Hit another body too. Falcons are dominating this third period at the moment. Anderson. I know the Pointers have been playing a little short bench here, Sean, and the Pointers are kind of showing signs of that right now. Anderson deep again. Evan Junker behind it. And here's the Falcons. Cole Teleke sends it deep. 6:40 to go. Adam Racigel ahead. Fletcher Anderson coming, looks to center, brings it back, shot whiffed on by Poulias. Pointers with it now on the near side. Here's Shemilevsky trying to rat it free in the near corner now to Fletcher Anderson again. Here's Poulias hopping around, had his stick tied up. Shemilevsky in to help out. Shemilevsky to Anderson, off the near wall to Joe Manning. Manning wires a shot, save made by Boyington, and he'll hang on.
And nobody in front, Tom. That's a good shot, but it's from distance, and Boyington has showed that if he can see it, he's going to stop it.
6:13 to go in the third. Pointers trail by a pair. And Sean, you think our good friend John Garver has one eye on the screen on this game? You bet?
Oh, yeah, you bet he is.
You are slowly looking at Sean, slipping 4 points behind first place.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you can turn this around now into the roof, we'll get a whistle. Didn't this happen in this series last year? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was a 4-4 tie, actually, in that Friday night game, which tightened things up tighter than they needed to be. All right, Matthew Falls with it now, back the other way. Quentin Hill races it deep. Boyington with it. Hill gets absolutely derailed as he came across the blue line. And open ice hit there. Quentin Hill will go back to the bench. 5:51 to go.
Got to find something here. You got to get to the net.
What would the great Alex Ferguson say? Squeaky bum time, right?
Squeaky bum time.
Peyton Hart to the left side of Brennan Boyington. Just under 6 minutes to go. If you can get one here, Sean, you got plenty of time. Now Hart behind the net. Lost the handle on it. Foss around. And squirts free. Hamady will hustle but can't hold it. He'll fire it in. Around. Blake Norris trying to get there first on the near side. He does. Trying to slide it free to Tyler German. Goes behind the net. German with it in the far corner. German around, out high. Aftomoski fires a shot, hit a body, and Boyington, John, with just deflecting it up into the netting and out of play.
Yep.
Smart goaltending there.
Yep, with the blocker, just gets it up the netting, keeping things simple in front of him. And he's played all but 30 minutes this season. He's hauled the mail for Steve Freeman and his crew in between the pipes for River Falls.
All right, so kicked free by Poulias. Blake Norris behind the net. Falcons just content to lift it into the neutral zone and keep the clock rolling. Shemilevsky now wires it back in. Boyington slows it down behind the net. Anderson after it, far corner. Spinning with it there, Connor Brust clears it out. And it is Cole Teleke in, far side, back there to the near side. They'll walk in, wiring a shot. That's partially blocked by Racigel. Anderson hustling after on the far side, took a licking, keeps it going, diving back, tried to shove it to the middle. Shemilevsky will step in there. Here's Fletcher Anderson in on the far side. Anderson 1-on-3, leaves it back. Shemilevsky in. He'll walk a defender, comes in front, firing a shot, rebound, save made by Boyington. Shemilevsky out high, Evan Junker wires a shot, save made, rebound is there. Puck is loose, backhander by Hart goes wide. Racigel to the rebound, and the Falcons wire it around and out. Junker back to get it, 4:20 to go in the third. Stevens Point trailing by a pair. Junker veers back, long range pass, Hart couldn't handle that. And here's Tyler German with a body on the far side. Falcons kick it free for the moment. Loose on the near side, Ian Carpenter back in. Now German on the far side. German, shot by the Falcons. Hamady on the near side now. Hamady right in front of his own net. Dangerous there. Hamady now bodies it up well in the far corner. 3:50 to go here. Now Falcons scrum it free. Joe Manning hustling to get there. He's going to lead the charge out. Manning ahead, near side. Manning, he'll wire the puck deep. German giving chase behind the net, gets there first. Kicks it in front, shot. Boynton with a save as, to the side of the net. Alec Hamady got a bit on it here. 3:36 to go in the third.
Yeah, nice job of Joe Manning just taking the issue to himself and going right through the neutral zone and getting the puck deep. Created that little scoring opportunity for Hamady.
He'll send Pooley. Actually, what do we got here? Empty net here, Sean.
Yep.
3:36 to go. Empty net for the Pointers. So 6-on-5 advantage here, an empty net. Pointers trail by a pair. Hart off the draw, back to the point. Manning, near side Anderson. Rolling puck, able to calm it down. Now Joe Manning. Far side to Shemilevsky. Nico coming in, feeds it, redirected, now goes behind the net. Pouliot trying to center, 3:20 to go. Joe Manning, far side. Here's Fletcher Anderson with a shot and a goal. Fletcher Anderson, his 100th career point. Gets the Pointers within a goal.
Oh, goodness.
3:18 to go, bar in.
What a laser beam, bar in. And during the media timeout, Fletcher Anderson was the most vocal as wanting more effort from his team, and he leads by example here. He's had a couple hard shifts in a row, now rewarded, and the Pointers are cut the lead to 1.
All right, so
Fletcher's 7th of the year, 100th point.
100th career point. All right, Matthew Falls scoops it in near side. Now they'll feed it ahead. Here's Adam Racigel in. Boynton behind the net. Plenty of time here, 3:05 to go. Falcons lift it out again. Junker back to get it. He's tripped. Power play coming up. Alex Proctor with it. Junker now, watch out. Far side, it is loose. The Falcons will not touch it up and let as much time as they can. Now they do. 2:50 to go in the third. Sean, Pointers trail by a goal, a tripping call. Stevens Point to the power play.
Do you take the timeout here, Tom, and reset? And honestly, Tom,
that's
letting
Johnny Myers.
Isn't that, playing a prevent defense and not playing the game? I don't know.
All right, so Stevens Point will take a timeout. We'll take one as well. 2:50 to go. Pointers to the power play when we come back on the Pointers Sports Network.
There's a lot of good going on all around us, and Aspirus Health is proud to be home to so much of it. We are here for you and your family, here for the community, planning for the future, and here for good. Because that's how it should be among people who care for one another. And that's what keeps driving us forward at Aspirus. Good people with good hearts, delivering great care. Care that will keep getting better as we grow and thrive together. Aspirus Health. Passion for excellence. Compassion for people.
Support for Pointer Sports is provided by Mullins Whey. Simply pure and all-natural, Mullins Whey protein isolates come in multiple delicious flavors. Learn more about the health nutrition benefits of whey protein isolates at mullinswhey.com. Your way, our way, Mullins Whey. And by Thrivent. It's never too early to refine your vision for retirement. Thrivent has financial advisors to help you create a strategy to reflect your priorities. Call Mike at 715-340-8054 to get started.
All right, back here at Willett Arena, Tom Weaver, Sean McMahon. Fletcher Anderson has gotten the Pointers within striking distance here. As officially, it's Anderson from Joe Manning and Andrew Pouliot on even strength at 16:42. So it is Johnny Myers off on the tripping call. Pointers to the power play. Far side, Peyton Hart after it. Now to Shemilevsky on the far side. He'll walk in. Shemilevsky, far corner, empty net, two-man advantage here for the Pointers. Pouliot out high. It's Manning with it again. Near side, Anderson again. 2.5 to go. 6-on-4 advantage. Couple of whacks at Fletcher. Here's Shemilevsky. He'll come up near side. He'll zip it through, just missing Peyton Hart. Now it's Pouliot in the far corner to Hart behind the net. Bouncing puck back to Pouliot, out to Shemilevsky, half wall. 2:20 to go. Far side it goes. Joe Manning fires a shot, rebound kicked out, and it's Fletcher Anderson holds the zone. Anderson near side, Shemilevsky back out high to Anderson. Anderson coming across. Pointers on the power play. Anderson gets free. Minute 15 to go on the power play. Now it is Pouliot with it. Pouliot out high. Manning with a shot, pad save. Falcons with a shot off the near wall. They clear it out. They'll get one fresh penalty killer out here. Now Anderson with it again. He comes back to the middle. Peyton Hart blows a tire. Boynton pokes it to the far corner, and I think that helps the Pointers. Now Joe Manning with it, far side with it. They'll scrum again. Peyton Hart separates behind the net. Shoves it around near side to Shemilevsky. He'll wire it around the wall, far side Manning. Minute 35 to go. 45 on the power play. German separates. Oh, comes in front. Poulias couldn't pull the trigger. Burke Simpson. Long range shot. Smart play here. He just gets the puck deep on the penalty kill. Fletcher Anderson leaves it near side. Shemilevsky. Back the other way they come. Minute 20 to go. Pointers trail by a goal. Shemilevsky threw a whistle and an offsides. 29 seconds to go in the power play. A minute 19 to go here in the third.
Yeah. Now who does Coach Krieger bring out? Anderson, Hart are going to stay out, it looks like. Hamby comes in. Lots of hands on knees here as the Pointers figure this out. Evan Junker is going to play a little bit of a goaltender position with the empty net and the faceoff coming up here in the neutral zone.
So it's Norris and Junker, Anderson, Dean, Hamady, Quentin Hill. Off the draw, hits off one of the Falcons. They can't get a shot up. Pointers after it, but off the wall and out. Junker back to get it. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Fletcher Anderson ahead. Far side, Quentin Hill. Here's Alec Hamady. Walks in, goes to the far side. Hamady to the far corner, puts the brakes on. Trying to shove it out high, now behind the net to Hill. Hill to the side of the net, under a minute to go, 5 seconds on the power play. 6-on-4, Junker fakes a shot, feeds it to Anderson. Anderson with a shot, missed the net. Out of the penalty box is one of the Falcons, but Junker gets there first. Centering pass comes, Norris far sides, Anderson walks in, shot blocked, Junker with a shot, comes down low. Hill couldn't pull the trigger. 40 seconds to go, Blake Norris with it, to the point, Junker. Junker with a shot through traffic, Quentin Hill, side of the net, kicked by the Falcons, near side Hamady. 30 seconds to go, 6-on-5 advantage. River Falls lifts the puck to link to the ice.
They're going to wave off icing.
Deflected. Oh boy, far side Junker with speed. Here comes Andrew Poulias, walks through, fires a shot, blocked there. Pointers try to feed it back high. Hamady near side, 13 to go. Centering pass, Falcons with a shot. Junker gets a glove on it. Poked far side, Fletcher Anderson, 7-6. Trying to get it in front. Falcons clear it. River Falls is going to win it. Back to get it, Adam Racigel, but the Falcons will hang on for a 3-2 win and a huge 3 points in the standings for UW River Falls.
Yep, absolutely. They climb in, in the midst of this battle for first place. Too little, too late with the extra man, Tom, before the Pointers started showing some urgency.
Yeah.
And that comes back to bite them.
Well, no Steve Freeman, no problem. Sean Roadhouse, congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
Again, Coach Freeman under the weather. A 3-2 win here tonight. Boy, that span that the Falcons scored back-to-back, Sean, just proved to be the killer. Yeah, Stevens Point's 8-game winning streak comes to an end, and boy, this is a costly loss in the big scheme of things.
Yes, it is.
And we'll see, come through. Too little, too late. Had some opportunities, but tip your cap to the Falcons. They are always a strong defensive team, Sean, and they showed it when they needed it most as they come in. So we'll get to our post-game show here, joined by the head coach of the Pointers here, Tyler Krieger. And, Coach, man, this is another grinder in this series, isn't it?
Yeah, we weren't ready to go through 2 periods. I mean, we were okay. We were good, but not to be confused with great. And we have another gear that the team needs to learn how to pull it out of their own butt. I can't be the one doing it this time of the year. It's got to be some guys. There was an opportunity for a lot of different guys to step up into different roles. Like, we need some more communication on the bench. Thought the first 2 periods we were dead quiet. There was no juice. Didn't have any jump. We didn't have any hunger. We weren't playing bad. I mean, it's just a back-and-forth game. Had 3 to 4 shots inside of the dots through 2 periods. That's the type of game that you're going to face against them, and it's got to be more. We need more O-zone possession.
Yeah, and then just a couple bounces didn't go your way either, but, that happens, right?
Yeah, you make your own luck. You make your own bounces. It's not a game of luck. It's not a game of chance. It's a game of a grind, and we had a weird week, obviously, with a lot of other chaos going on, and we needed to dial it in, and we didn't.
Yeah, you come back tomorrow now, a chance. Got to come out of the weekend with a split. No doubt about it, right?
Yeah, I mean.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Who knows? Okay, Coach, thanks. Appreciate it. As Pointers head coach here, Tyler Krieger. gives us his thoughts as it's River Falls 3-2. And, man, that is an impressive win by the Falcons here, Sean.
Yep, they did everything they needed to do. They played that greasy, grimy road game and got enough bounces to get the 3 points.
I tell you, the other thing here, Sean, is now River Falls has the tiebreaker. And as things are jammed up, they win the season series 2-0 so far here. Here's Stevens Point. So let's see here. They are getting late at Eau Claire, and it looks like Superior still holding a 3-1 lead. So Rich McKenna and the Yellow Jackets smiling all the way to the bank here, because if that score holds up, it'll be Superior with 23 points, Stevens Point with 19, Eau Claire with 18, tied with River Falls, Stout with 11. So that's how you come out of it.
And everybody plays tomorrow night.
The other thing you keep in mind here is you got a max of 6 on the weekend.
Correct.
So you keep it within that, knowing that Superior, you keep them under 6.
Yeah, you keep them under 6
and
to
you
the
won,
final
and
weekend.
you won the first game going on there as you start to do the math of how things go down the puzzle. All right, Max Collette, midair shot is 6th of the year from Dylan Smith. Johnny Myers, 7:28. So the first, River Falls led at 1-0. Nico Shemaleski answered. Joe Manning, Fletcher Anderson, the assist at 16:57. We were tied at 1 after 1, but then let's see here, a 16-second span for the Falcons. And Sean, if I look back, the first game of the year, the Falcons scored 2 goals in 14 seconds in the final minute of the first period to turn a 1-0 lead into a 1-0 deficit into a 2-1 lead. They do the same here in a 16-second span of the third period. Dylan Smith is 10th of the year from Johnny Myers and Max Collette at 9:52. Reed Loon is 6th of the year from Alex Atwill at 10:08. Pointers answering an extra attacker power play goal for the just an extra attacker goal. Fletcher Anderson is 7th of the year and his 100th collegiate point from Joe Manning and Andrew Poulias. Stevens Point falls here to River Falls. Their 8-game winning streak is in the books. And Justin Dauphiné has just scored for the Yellow Jackets, so they're going to put a 4-point lead grip on first place in the WIAC. River Falls outshoots the Pointers 13-12 in that in the third period. So it is a game total of, let's see here, what is it, 33 to 32 to 32. The Pointers end up outshooting. Let's get this right. Yep, 33 to 32. The Pointers do win the shots on goal advantage, but it is River Falls that wins the game here 3-2. Brennan Boynton made some big saves when he needed to. 11 third period saves for a game total of 31. 11 third period saves for a game total of 29 for Alex Proctor. Stevens Point 1 for 4 on the power play, credited with 4 shots on goal. Pointers did not commit a penalty here tonight, Sean. After all the chaos of last weekend, did not commit a penalty here tonight. Falcons end up, Sean, winning 61.5% of the faceoffs here tonight. So, there you go. Superior in the final 90 seconds, a 4-1 lead over Eau Claire. Same for Aurora. They lead Trine 6-3. It is Concordia, Wisconsin beating Lawrence 4-3. And again, the Pointer women tonight win 10-1 at Northland to break their 5-game slide here, Sean. But just simply weren't good enough here tonight, and the Falcons were that much better.
Yeah, and they played the perfect road game. We always talk about that when River Falls comes to town, is that they're going to make it grimy, they're going to make it greasy, they're going to get bounces when they need them, and they're going to make it tough on your team. And that's exactly what they did tonight. They are opportunistic. The Pointers really, honestly, Tom, didn't wake up until they were on the 6-on-5 advantage before Fletcher scored. And you know, luckily for the Pointers, they get tomorrow night. Also, you're going to get some big bodies back in the lineup.
Get Dawson Chirino, Sean Bunting, Josh German, Chris Engelbert. And Pointers looked like they had some long legs down the third period, too, with a short bench.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
That's the other thing as well. All right, we got to pick our Pointer Blue Line Club player of the game. Oh, boy. Fletcher Anderson, his 100th career point here tonight. I'm going to say Joe Manning.
I was going to say that, too.
Joe Manning, 2 assists here tonight. I thought he was good in an increased role with Josh German out of the lineup. So congratulations, Fletcher, on 100 career points in career game 101. Does that. We'll be back here tomorrow night. But Joe Manning, our Pointer Blue Line Club player of the game. Pointers now 14-5-1, 6-3-1 in the WIAC. River Falls 11-8-1, 5-4-1 in WIAC. First home loss of the year against the Pointers. Now 7-1-1 here at KB World Arena.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow's another day, my friend.
Absolutely,
Yes,
and that's the greatest thing about college hockey is you get another shot after Friday night.
And big picture of things, get a win tomorrow, get some help from Eau Claire tomorrow. Yeah. You're right back in the same position you were with the last place team in the league coming here next weekend. Who knows? So we'll see. But you got to be better tomorrow night.
Yes,
sure.
yes.
All right, that's going to do it here from Willett Arena. River Falls, an impressive road win here tonight. Get well, Coach Freeman.
Yep.
You're still there. We'll see if he'll be back tomorrow night or not. But nonetheless, Falcons get the win here tonight, and they snap the Pointers' 8-game winning streak. For Sean McMahon, I'm Tom Weaver. Hope you'll join us tomorrow night, 6:45, our pregame coverage. 7 o'clock, Pointers and Falcons game 2, right here on the Pointer Sports Network.
You've been listening to UW Stevens Point Hockey on the Pointer Sports Network. Pointers Hockey on the Pointer Sports Network is brought to you by Century World, Skyward, U.S. Bank, Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin-Robbins. Also by BSN Sports, Festival Foods, Taco Bell, TDS, Cousin Subs, Wisconsin National Guard, People's State Bank, Monk's Bar and Grill, Marshfield Clinic, Century School of Business and Economics. Also by Hughes Service and Millador, Aero Global Corp, Goal Line Golf and Hockey, Edward Jones, Puro Clean Restoration Professionals, McCain Foods, Dahl Auto, Northwind Solar, Len Dudas Motors, Mullins Way, Brightline Investigations, Auto Select, Bone and Joint, Rock and Roll Cafe, Fraternal CrossFit, Aspirus Health, and Thrivent. This broadcast is an exclusive presentation of UW Stevens Point Athletics.